Ready?
Yep.
Session 28.
Number 8. Number 8. Number 8.
Oh my god. So, last we left off, we had an 8-hour in-person session that started with us in the Amber Temple. There was a creepy guy who had lost his memory, and Callan gave him a potion that brought his memory back, restored his memory, and he said that he was in charge of the temple, or was kind of the head of it all, and was like, "Oh, you guys are amusing. This could be fun. I'll give you a tour." So he gave us a tour, and whilst we had this tour, we was protected from everything in the temple. And he took us to this vault where there was loads of dark gifts, similar to which Blight had been given. He offered us the choice of various gifts. Solidus got instantly confused and thought he had to pick the first gift he was offered, which was the shittest one. And he got the ability to scry 3 times, but sounded like a creepy pedo for the duration. Which was hilarious. He scried on a few people, including some mystery woman of Callan's backstory who we still don't know anything about. And we only have one
because she wasn't in the same plane as you.
Yeah, we've only got one more session to find out.
Callan walks into the fire.
Damn it!
My secret
Throws
die was
himself on his arrow.
Solidus used up the scries instantly because he regretted his decision. Esmeralda picked a gift that ended up being strength, which is exactly what Solidus was looking for, but ended up being a bit of a bully. Bruce was offered one. I can't remember what he was offered. It was something, but obviously didn't choose it.
Bruce it was, I think.
So it's
Right.
invincibility.
Invincibility one.
Oh, invincibility.
I went
Oh
back
yeah,
for it.
sorry, yeah, you chose
Yeah.
invincibility after that, which gave you loads of hit points. And then basically we left the temple. We learned that. Oh, he took us to his library, and we learned how to defeat the vampire that gave Strahd his powers. Strahd seems to have this symbiotic relationship, alliance with this vampire entity that gives him his powers.
One of the dark powers.
Yeah, that was Strahd's gift, and after defeating Strahd, to finally defeat Strahd, we have to. It's almost like the princess is in another castle. We have to take out this vampire with a ritual that we learned about. Involved getting lead assault and amber, so we had to take. We were obviously thinking about getting amber from the temple. The Lich kicked us out of the temple. We hunkered down in a tower outside some vampires, I think. Vampire spawn.
Yeah, you got attacked by the gargoyles when you arrived, and then
oh yeah,
as you were
that's right.
The vampire spawn tried to attack, but you sort of preempted them. And
yeah, scared them off.
Deterred them, yeah.
Solidus sat out on the gargoyles.
Yeah. He loves wolves and stone.
We remembered that there was a big amber block on the route up there. So we got in touch with the Wizards of the Wine and Davian and his crew, and said send a wagon to pick up this amber block ASAP. And then we realised it was going to take a few days to get down there, so that was fun. We got down there eventually, told them to take it to the winery for safe storage. And we saw a plume of smoke in the distance, which appeared to be coming from the tower on the lake where Van Richten was. Irina sent a message to him and got no reply. We went over there, and Van Richten's body was up on a cross, was it, or up on a spike or something? A plinth?
He was like attached to a stake which was driven into the ground.
Yeah, with a
Burned to a
note
crisp.
staked into his body. He was burnt to a crisp. The note, which was a physical, real-life prop that Paul made, said something along like, what did it say? I can't remember what it said. You're next
I
or
have
something.
it basically said like, do not mourn your friend. You
Oh,
will
shit,
be
yeah,
joined
bang.
Ah, that's
soon
it.
by my hand.
And at which point a dragon came, and we fought a
Yes.
dragon,
Yes.
and we fucked it up, and we killed it. I was gonna say it flew off,
Did
but it
kill
didn't.
it,
We
yeah.
killed it. And then Irina sent a message to Strahd saying, "Don't mourn the loss of your friend, because you're gonna fucking join him soon." And then we went to Valaki. I decided the time was right to kill Strahd. Went to Valaki. We had a final evening in the pub with Erwin. We picked Jeff up.
Jeff.
Bruce
Very
got
nice.
drunk, pushed Callan about his backstory again. Callan told Bruce all about his backstory, or what Bruce thought was his backstory.
Yep.
And then the next morning, Bruce didn't remember it because he was drunk, and it was fake anyway.
Yeah.
And then we headed to the castle, but en route to the castle, we was like, oh shit, that windmill. Let's go fuck them bitches up. And we started a fight against them, and then they fled because they were pussies, and we was all over them. And then we went to the castle. We tried investigating that secret, well, what we thought was a secret entranceway on the cliffside. Blight flew round, was trying to get in, kept just smashing into the window, couldn't break glass. but he couldn't get in, like he just broke like one pane, and I can't remember what was in there, to be honest.
He saw two coffins on either side of like a ornate crypt.
It's like Strahd's bedroom or something. But it seemed a bit of a dead end. We couldn't really figure out what that was about. So we came back and we just decided to go through the front door. Doors slammed shut behind us. Callan told Jeff to go find Strahd, and Jeff, started walking down to where the crypts were, which were then blocked by a wall with a crack in it. And while we were deciding what to do with the wall, Strahd appeared behind us and was like, "Oh, I'll help you with that," even though he didn't help us, douchebag. He just fired a big fireball. Blew us up, and then was like, "Well, that wasn't very helpful. Cheers, mate." And then we like stone shaped the wall, walked through, and ended up in where we are now, which is in the crypts, I believe.
Yeah. So the other thing you picked up was that Strahd then walked through the wall.
Oh yeah, that was right. Yeah, Strahd, after fireballing us, he just like walked through the wall with a smile on his face, like, "Okay, that's cool. You can walk through walls. We're fucked."
So
I think that was it.
that was it, man. Spot on. Thank you.
Give or take.
So now you're in the crypts, the catacombs that lie beneath Ravenloft. The structure in here is vaulted ceilings that stretch into the darkness that your light barely penetrates. The ceiling height is about 20 feet high, and in between the vaults are these huge pillars, which you see have doors on them, and as well as being supporting pillars, there are also crypts. Cobwebs hang from the ceiling and between some of the pillars, and the air is just thick and musty and smells of death. And the black ceiling appears to be moving, but it could just be a trick of the shadows.
Definitely moving.
And you enter. Sword lit. You also, something we haven't discussed much is the feelings that you've been getting from the sword, because obviously it's sentient. Basically, whenever you're around Strahd, you just get this huge, overwhelming sense of rage and vengeance, and obviously you knew when you picked it up it was Strahd it wanted to destroy, but now it's almost to the point where it's blinding your vision. But
Oh, great.
it's working with you.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as you're killing Strahd, it's happy. And so you appear in the crypts.
I would be sort of at the front of the party, leading the way with the sword, I suppose. But as of what we discussed before we started and just before you joined, Aaron, we could really like do with finding somewhere to like hunker down, and one, have a long rest, and two, use this hero's feast.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to happen now while we're in.
Why don't we
Shards is going to appear.
sit here and have a kip, a kip and a feast.
I mean, my only thought would be to
Little
go
sleepy weepy.
up to the top of the tower, which is where this spiral staircase is. The top of that tower is where we found that Piddlewink dude, and hunker down there. I haven't really got any better idea than that.
Is that straight at the top of the tower?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the highest point, I think. There's only one
Let's try it.
entrance and exit.
But if we go to sleep,
As
I'm
the
not able to brick the wall back up.
as the shadows encroach around the light coming from the sword, you hear a voice call out from the north. My master wished to speak to you in the Chamberlain's office. He wishes to show you how this land fares before you make any rash decisions. And from the darkness, you see the pale, tall form of Rahadin, the elf servant who had met you when you first came to Ravenloft for dinner and also was in the carriage.
Is that so, Rahadin?
He nods.
He has a funny way of welcoming us. He just fucking fireballed us back there.
There's a small smile on his face. My master wishes to talk.
How can we trust you? Or him?
Do you have an option?
I'll
There
look
is a door in the northwest that will take you there. And as he says that, he walks back into the shadows.
I follow him into the shadows.
Okay. Have you got dark vision?
No.
Alright. Make a perception check.
Oh, God.
It's just standing right in the shadows in front of him.
8.
8. It's like he's disappeared completely.
Say, guys, he's disappeared completely.
Where's-
He's probably this far in front of me.
Yeah, who this guy right here?
You can feel his breath. Where's northwest? Where was he alluding to, Paul?
So it's basically where he's come from.
Oh, I see. Right.
North and
I can't.
west is
I can't see it.
over here.
Someone come over here with a light, please.
I'll walk over with the light.
Okay.
I've got
So-
dark vision activated.
Yes, you have. You still don't see him. Well, make a perception check.
Why the fuck did I get that? 18.
Damn.
You just see him as he begins to walk into the darkness, and all of a sudden, as he turns a corner, he's gone. But you can't tell where he's gone.
I'll turn back to everyone and say, "What do you think? We don't have a lot of options."
I think we're going to go through a lot of traps if we go the long way to find him. We might as well see what he wants to say, and worst comes to worst, that's where we do battle.
I think he's trying to lure us away from whatever is down here. I think
Hey,
we,
Bon.
we shouldn't play by his rules.
You killed him yet, guys?
Yeah, he's dead now.
We've literally
Yeah.
only just started.
Really?
Yeah, we've been
Pretty much, just
talking
on the recap.
backstory recap, and Rahadin has just appeared and said that Strahd would like to meet you in the Chamberlain's office, and there's a door
okay.
to the northwest that'll take you there.
Shit.
If you want the quickest of recaps, we was in the Ember Temple. We got given some gifts.
Paul, I'm going to open this door.
Okay.
We- We headed down. We gave some amber to the Wizards of the Wine. We fought a dragon. Van Richten was killed. We went to Vallaki. We had a final night of rest and joy. We fought the hags at the windmill, and then we ended up at the castle. And Strahd fireballed us as we came down into the crypts.
Thank you, sir. Are we down at that? I think we are.
Yeah, down the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is where I bottled it, wasn't it, when I was on my own?
Yeah.
So, Solidus,
Oh.
the door in front of you is a huge chiseled stone door that you recognise as a seal to a tomb or a crypt. There is no handle as such on it. It's just built in place.
I turned to Solidus and say, Solidus, do not try and open a crypt. The only thing that's going to come out of that is an undead skeleton, surely.
There is a plaque, and the plaque says, Stabble in the back, a truer friend no ruler ever had. Here lies his family in honour.
I say it's only Stabble Indy back. It sounds fine. I try and shove on the door.
Make a strength check.
Oh, it's 20. Not natural.
You manage, with your pure force, you manage to bust this door open. And as you push it, you just hear this hiss of like air, trapped air that comes out, and you instantly just the smell of damp and decay hits you. As it opens inside, I will reveal it to you.
Oh dear.
You see a 10-foot square shaft that plunges into darkness, and from the shaft, cool air and the sound of slowly dripping water echoes.
Not what I expected.
You don't have dark vision, do you? And
No.
I do, so I'll peer in.
Okay,
I do.
As you peer in,
I'm a skeg.
around the edge of it, you see it descends 40 feet to some kind of vault deep in the rock stone of Ravenloft. There are stones protruding from the shaft wall at regular intervals, offering handholds and footholds. However, you can see everything is covered in a small sort of layer of lichen and moss, and you could tell it would be a difficult descent.
Would I be able to fit down there with wings, or is it too tight? Flying, I mean.
Yeah, you could drop down and probably like push yourself back up. You'd manage.
You reckon, boys and girls?
Get in the hole.
Should I try it?
Might
Bruce,
be worth a look.
Bruce is just looking really uncomfortable with all of this.
You jumping down?
I said, cheer up.
Yeah, why not? There's not much to lose at this point, is there?
Yeah.
Hold on, before you
Well,
hop in.
only your life.
That's what I mean.
Before you hop in, I hand everyone a wooden stake.
Oh, legend.
Might
Nice.
be handy.
Might
I'd
come
like
in handy. So if everyone scrolls in real life to the bottom left of the map. So
Bottom left. Oh, there it is.
at the bottom of the shaft is a dank vault with a 10-foot high ceiling. The room is awkwardly shaped and smells of rotten meat. 15 stone coffins are scattered throughout the vault,
Oh my
all
god.
orientated with their heads pointed north. The floor is covered with human bones and rusty swords.
I don't like it in here.
Burn it.
Fucking hell. I immediately regret this decision.
I've made a huge mistake. You can fly straight back up if you wish.
Let's presume I gave him a walkie-talkie stone.
Well, no, I'm
Okay.
gonna nip up. I'm gonna nip up and tell you guys what I see.
All right.
Yeah.
I would enjoy your counsel on what to do, whether it's even worth going back.
Bruce would just say,
Burn it.
Guys,
We
it's-
have
it's
more-
fucked down there.
we have more pressing matters, surely. We're not here to grave rob.
I said, but burn them. Look, we're here to fuck shit up, okay? And it's gonna really stick in his craw if we
Burn
start.
them.
Yeah. It's gonna really stick in his craw if we just start burning his.
I think
things.
a likely scenario is that the more we investigate down there, skeletons are going to come out of those coffins. Or vampires. Or
Yeah.
any form of undead.
Can we burn them?
But
Burn them all.
I implore...
Burning their
Whatever it
coffins
is.
do anything?
I think the less fighting we have to
there's
do.
solid stone coffins, and
Oh, okay. No, then.
yeah, stone
Uh,
coffins in a damp underground chamber.
Granted, it'll take us a while.
Bruce says, I think we should go talk to Strahd.
Yeah.
Saldus says, I think that's a bad idea, but I'll go with the party.
yeah, I'm with you, bro.
I think
Are
at the
we-
very least, we're here for him. At the very least, we'll be in a room with him, and
Are we attacking
we
him
can
if
we
if
can
things
see
go
what he
wrong?
has to say,
In a
and be
room where-
ready to attack him if necessary. And I
in a
turn
room
Right.
to
where
I
he
turn to
wants-
Blight and I say, "Have you still got the symbol of Ravenkind?" I gave
Yes,
it.
I do
Gave
have
it
that.
last
Yeah.
session. You can
Yeah,
try
last
and
time, yeah.
hold. You can try and hold him and paralyze him with that. Oh shit! Actually, as I'm saying this,
This isn't going to be the final fight.
I pull out the icon of Ravenloft.
Mm-hmm.
Not the one I gave to you. That was a symbol of Ravenkind, I think. But
Well,
icon
yeah.
of Ravenloft, and I use a charge on it. Hang on a second. And it uses augury. Can you remember what this is, Paul?
Yeah, to say whether the situation is going to be good or bad.
Basically, yeah.
Um,
Oh.
and you're sort of doing an augury on going to see Strahd.
Yeah, I basically ask, is going to talk with him. Hang on a sec. How do I word this? Where's this?
Has anyone got a torch or a lantern?
You receive an omen about a specific course of action. Good,
I've
bad,
got a torch.
both good and bad, or neither or. And I would ask, is it in our interest to go speak with Strahd? Will it benefit us for our mission?
Oh, I have a torch.
That's what your mission is.
Well, you know, our mission is to kill Strahd.
Kill Strahd.
While this is going on,
Tuffy.
I discover there's a torch in my.
I'm gonna say it's good
fridge.
and bad.
Okay.
It's almost like a neither nor. It's hard.
I'd have been
Fair enough.
stunned if it said good only in this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, that's fair.
Where are you
But
going, Solomon?
but if it was outright no, then we'd know it was a trap.
So well,
So it's not necessarily a trap.
Bruce has this small icon and is just
It, as I'm
pointing next
explaining
it,
this to
someone just
everyone, I
wanders
look
off
up
with a fucking torch.
as I've just been doing that, and everyone's been looking at me, and I explain what I've just got. I look up and be like, "Fuck, where's Solidus?"
At Solidus, as you get to this plaque, it reads, "Sir Cedric Spintworthrich. Confused though he was, he built the greatest naval force ever assembled in a landlocked country."
Wow,
Nice.
wow, what an achievement!
You want to try and open it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, strength.
Strength. Oof, 12.
This one doesn't budge. You manage to move it a little bit. You feel a bit of flex, and some of the dust and dirt and grime that seals these crypts moves. I'd say you could do another check if you want.
He's gonna. It's worse. 9.
Doesn't budge.
Oh.
Bruce is going to give the icon of
It
Ravenloft
does about 30, doesn't it?
to Irina.
Two blasts of skull water. Can you gain spell slots back from a short rest?
No, not
Do-
unless
No.
you've got
Do,
a
do you
feat.
not get one?
No,
I think
Or is that a
it's only
mage
long
thing?
rest.
it depends on the class. I think warlocks can. This is why I said we need a long rest, really.
So as you walk around, you just sort of get the scale of this place. It is huge.
Massive.
You've been walking, and all you can see is rooms and columns and more twisting and turning vaults that just seem to stretch.
I'm hoping there's like just a secret exit somewhere.
As you push up this way, you see some bars in the floor,
Now we're cooking.
and as you look through,
Is this the direction that Rahadin said to go?
yeah, he said to go northwest, so this is like direct north where
I'm
Solidus
gonna
is at the
start.
moment.
I'm gonna
Oh, I
start
didn't mean to
walking.
accidentally
Oh,
touch.
start
I don't know where
moving.
we were going.
I'll describe what Solidus sees. So I'd imagine you'd see Solidus probably at this point, and Solidus, you see this daylight just shine past, casting odd shadows across where you're looking.
Is it daytime outside?
Did they what? Sorry.
Is it daytime outside still?
So as you approach the castle, they seem to just disappear into a fixed storm that constantly
That was it. Yeah.
rotates around the towers. And you noticed when you stayed, although you arrived at night, when you left in the morning, it was still dark from the constant storm that thrashes against Castle Ravenloft.
Cool. Thank you.
It's all right. So as you look in, you see white marble steps descending into a tomb. There's a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. There's a stillness and a calm amid the storm, and it's felt here. In the center of a tomb, a white marble slab supports an intricately inlaid coffin. Chiseled into the slab is a name, but you can't see it from here.
I'm gonna.
To the north, behind the coffin, are 3 alcoves, and like as the edge of the light catches it, I'll reveal it in a second. You just see these beautifully carved statues in each alcove. One is a stunning young man and is flanked by 2 angels.
This is.
There's an iron lever that protrudes on the south wall
I can
west
get in
of
this
the
room.
tomb's
There's
entrance.
so much stuff for me to
I
touch.
think that may be on the inside.
Okay.
Let me just reveal it.
Ooh.
Bloody lever. The gate's shut, Solidus. You can't go in.
Oh, piss.
Sergei von Zarovich.
Sergey, that's his brother.
You managed to read it as the daylight enters the tomb.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. You probably will be able to read it if it's clear enough to see on a bloody map.
I try and pull on the bars
Let me just have a look.
for my might. Has anyone got any cool spells that let them slip through bars and pull levers? Hang on, don't you have a magic hand? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got mage hand.
Yeah, same.
Where's this lever?
Inside the wall, I think he
From
said.
the south wall west of the tomb's entrance. So
Yeah,
it's
could we
Do I get
basically
any
here.
feeling from the
Oh wait,
sword?
I can't see it though.
Okay, you have
I'd
to
say you can
see
probably
it.
see it protruding from here.
Alright, yeah, I'll use
give
my
you that
mage
a
hand on
bit.
it then.
Paul, do I get any feeling from the sword?
Yes, you get the feeling of great sorrow and loss.
Because this was his sword, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's mixed with, again, the anger towards Strahd, but you do get overcome for a second.
This is the tomb of.
Your mage hand goes in, and you manage to pull the lever. And instantly the portcullis begins to rise into the roof, and the tomb is now open.
I run in.
Okay. You enter the room as described before.
I approach the tomb and I say, "Who's Sergei von Leibowitz?"
You know
Whatever
who
his
he
name
is, Solidus. That's Strahd's
I-
brother, the previous owner
Oh.
of this sword. Strahd killed him.
I don't remember the details.
Was killing Sergey part of the
Yeah,
Yeah,
gift
to kill
conditions?
Sergei is the bind that
Yeah.
turned Strahd into a vampire.
And also Sergey was... Does Irina react in any way to this? Because wasn't Sergey her lover? She goes in.
Sergei was Tatiana's lover.
Yeah, which is,
So technically, she has no bond to Irina
but
because
does
Irina isn't clipped in with her past lives. I'd say like
I
she
thought
has the same reaction as you guys.
I thought
She had a
she
moment where she saw all her past lives, but she's
yeah,
not Tatiana. She's a different person.
right. Okay.
So
Can we
she,
bring him back to life in any way?
can you?
Is there anything
Yeah, I'm
else
not gonna
around?
fight.
Like have
Other
a
than the
look
3
around.
statues, you can make an investigation check.
Yeah, we should do that.
Can I have a peek inside the coffin and make check for anything extra in there?
I got 20.
So you got 20 on your investigation, and Esmeralda, you're trying to open the coffin.
Let's get my
Yeah.
dice tree.
Okay. So Bruce, as you look around, you just notice there is just a pristineness in this room, whereas everything outside has been covered with dirt and cobwebs. This place is clean, almost preserved. Esmeralda, what's your alignment?
I don't think I've got that anywhere.
I think you'd be good anyway, wouldn't you? Really?
Yeah.
So, as you push open, the coffin opens easily. Inside is the body of Sergei. His flesh has been magically preserved, and at first glance, he just looks like he's sleeping in a casket. You see on his body is shining plate armor that seems to be in immaculate condition.
Ooh.
We could definitely bring this motherfucker back to life.
Does it look better than my plate armor?
Bruce.
Are you going
Bruce.
to disturb a corpse to get plate armor with the sword in your hand, which was this guy's sword?
I've got his sword. I
Oh.
may as well take his armor.
No, the sword's not going to be happy about this.
I don't know, wouldn't it?
That's a great.
Wouldn't the
greatest
sword?
call.
Wouldn't the sword like feel it's like part of it all? I don't know.
Rip his body down. So
As you move to like look over the armor, and because you almost have this connection with the sword, you get a feeling of disgust as you even think of the
Take
idea.
your own idea. You disgust yourself.
Right. I turn to the party and say, "Is this a good place to maybe hunker down for a rest, have a
It's clean.
feast, use the lever to shut the gate, and
We can put the food on top of the coffin and use
If
it
you
like
think
a
we'll
table.
get away with a whole 8 hours before meeting Strahd, is he going to be happy with that?
Strahd's invited us upstairs. And
Well,
it's
here-
like,
Yeah.
We're not
Really
exactly here to
shortly.
make him happy, are we?
well, look here are our options. We hunker down and take a rest, which we maybe not all need, but some of us really need, and we get this hero's feast, or we just go and talk to Strahd, unprepared.
I vote for
Give it a go.
The
I vote for hunker down.
worst case scenario is we hunker down and we get interrupted halfway through by the man himself, in which case we're back to square one anyway. So
Let's do it.
I feel like Strahd definitely didn't want us to come in this room, and that's why he invited us upstairs. So I'm all for being in this room.
it also looks like no one comes in this room. Maybe even Strahd himself. Maybe he's ashamed to,
Maybe he can't.
or maybe he can't. I pull the
Irina does
lever.
say
to-
at this point, this would be a good place to rest.
Just yeah. I pull the lever to relock the
And
door
as you pull it, you get a as the portcullis slams into place.
and pull out the hero's feast scroll.
Oh.
Now we're double locking the lever with the immovable rod.
Oh, nice. Nice touch. Have you brought Jeff along, by the way?
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
somewhere.
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm Jeff.
We're
on,
just
Jeff.
staring at each other.
Yeah, Cullen and Jeff slowly move into the room. Jeff's hand has a
Through the
sticky substance in
portcullis,
it.
like fucking T1000.
I pull out.
Don't do the feast yet. Do sleep yet first.
Well, we need to. Okay, so we need to do the feast in the last. We need to do it now. It takes an hour to consume.
Oof, some feast.
How long does it last?
Do it in the morning. can't you?
24 hours.
Well, then,
We could
yeah,
do it as the last thing before we leave.
Should be breakfast.
Yeah, that's what I figured, just to give us the
Have a
longest
big
time.
have a big
What about
breakfast.
second breakfast?
Yeah.
Paul, what are these statues? Can you describe them to me?
So yeah, the two on the side are angels,
Yeah.
and the one in the middle is a handsome young man that you can see after looking at Sergi's body is a resemblance of Sergi.
That's important. That's important right there.
Sorry, say that again, Paul. I wasn't listening.
It's just two angels next to a statue that looks like Sergi, and you can see that this is a statue of him.
Come on, guys. This room's just screaming with clues and importance.
I'd turn to Slaughter and say, Slaughter, you're always looking for loot and hidden meanings and treasure, and sometimes places are just places. This is just
I'm sure this specially clean room with the fucking corpse of his dead brother, who's perfectly preserved, by the way.
But
washed up
Solidus,
by statues and-
I rolled a 20 on my investigation and it came up with nothing.
I doubt your 20, sir.
I just learned that it's
yeah.
very clean in here.
Yeah, you're missing the bigger picture, and I'm chasing around.
Irina pulls out the Icon of Ravenloft, and she she asks, basically, would this be a suitable place to hunker down and get some well-earned rest? Will we be undisturbed?
Yeah, you get a good on it.
All right, come on, guys, let's hunker down.
Is it worth getting Callan to do the second watch, and whoever doesn't feel like they need the necessarily watch, the sleep, could do this first watch? Just
Sure.
in case we get interrupted, at least so everyone who needs it can get a sleep in.
Well,
Yeah, I don't mind watching.
yeah.
Sure, I don't mind
Jeff-
if Bruce won't
Jeff-
mind either.
Can Jeff do a watch?
Jeff is a watch.
Jeff could
Get
do
Jeff
it.
to-
Wait,
Yeah,
is
but
this from
I-
Jeff?
Does he take in
And him,
orders like that?
Yeah, you can say just stand guard.
Yeah, sweet.
I love how much faith you have in this animated
Hey,
armor.
Jeff, if
Jeff,
anything,
watch us while we all sleep.
It's been there
Anything
from the
you do,
beginning,
Jeff?
man.
bang on
Okay.
your arm and chest like a gorilla. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks. Shazam, or whatever the fuck the command word is.
Okay, everyone put themselves where they're going to be sleeping for the evening.
Uh-oh.
I'm sleeping behind the statue of the man.
And is Jeff taking first watch then?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll
Do we have-
I'll be
do
up
we-
with him because there's no point in me sleeping. I don't need to rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron literally doesn't sleep, so.
And you're behind the statue, Solidus. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So, you assume night has drawn in. It's hard to tell time down here. There's no source of light except a sword. And you can't really remember how long it is since you came in. You feel tired, but that could just be the stress of the constant shadows and darkness in the castle. However, it seems safe, it seems sacred, and you've shut the portcullis and locked it. Callan, I need you or Jeff to make a perception roll for the first watch.
Bon?
Hmm?
He just disappeared from Roll20 for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, you're back
Still
now.
here. I can't,
26.
I can't see you guys.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you peer out into the darkness, you hear a rustling, but it's from behind you, from the north, not from outside the portcullis.
Oh, God.
It seems to be within the tomb. You look around and see your friend sleeping, and then behind the statue near Solidus, you see movement.
Lucky
does-
Solidus.
Is it Piddlewig?
The Bagman.
Piddlewig, Piddlewig.
What do you do, Karen?
I'm gonna whisper, "Who goes there?"
You hear nothing, but you see where Solidus is positioned. He's pretty much in shadow, but you have dark vision. So in the greys of where he's sat, you see a lump seem to move next to him. And as you squint harder, you see his bag begins to bulge
Oh my god, it is.
and
What?
move as if the contents
No.
are getting larger and smaller. As you stare, you see the top open and a hand begin to crawl its way out,
It's
fingers
fucking
first,
Bagman!
slipping out and undoing the latch on the outside. The hand is dark and its skin colour of dirt stretched across tight bones. Large claws pull itself out the bag, and as a full arm begins to come out,
Oh my
and then
god.
more, until a skull-like head with huge glowing eyes peers out and instantly looks towards you.
Be a dear and pop it for me.
I need you to
Yeah.
roll initiative, Kellen.
Oh my god.
Is this the fucking Bagman? I thought that
Is-
that had stopped. I thought there was not a thing anymore.
Pop it in
As
the eye.
if.
7.
7.
Dead?
Kellen! I'm
God.
so tired.
Should I get advantage? Because I got the drop on him.
Yeah, I'll say you get advantage.
Yay. What's
Yeah.
the worst now? That's 14.
Ooh, what's the thingy on your dex? What's your modifier?
+4.
Oh, you lucky bastard. Got a 14 as well, but he's only +3. Okay, so you get the drop. You have an action before the bagman, who is now currently hunched over out of the bag. He
Oh, this is horrible.
is literally just taut skin over thin bones with giant, almost like raptor claws, which are yellowed and flaking. His
Doesn't
head is just this
sound nice, does it?
withered skull with huge teeth that some of them are like displaced up into the jaw and they look jagged and sharp, and his eyes just glow.
I'm gonna
He
shoot
crouches
it.
on all fours. Okay,
I'm
roll for
gonna
attack.
shoot.
Shoot her!
Are you
Shoot her!
are you making any noise? Are you waking anyone up? Or are you just
Nah, don't disturb the thing.
Oh, 20.
20 to hit. That hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, as if this is happening.
just one thing after another?
So sick of Barovia's bullshit.
Okay. So it's 1d8.
Oh, I need to put the token on there.
8d6.
It's literally as you described.
It's a man coming out of a bag.
17 damage altogether.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna kill the shit.
Okay. Right. So you set this arrow. Your nerves, unnerved by this, just draw and loose. Oof. It smashes into the side of its body, almost pinning it against the wall for a second, but then it just pulls itself off. Solidus, you're now awake. I needed to roll initiative.
Oh,
You wake up to this, just this mass of skin and bone almost hitting you as it's knocked back into the wall, and then as your eyes open, you just see this hideous creature hunched next to you with an arrow sticking out of it.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Right, you'll be top of the round next round.
Does any of us hear this commotion?
It's an arrow hitting the wall. Like you're asleep. What's your passive perception?
I mean, we kind of be on edge in here anyway, right? I guess. I don't know. Passive
15.
perception for 15 for Irina, 14 for
15
Bruce.
blight.
No one's made a sound yet, unless Solidus shouts when he wakes up.
It probably does.
Okay.
It
When
probably
Solidus
does.
shouts, everyone else wakes up, and next
Jesus.
round you'll get to roll.
Great Gugga Mugga. That is what I say.
But Callan was literally silent. He's
Well
just
done,
like,
Callan,
D.
You're so strange.
Too cool for school, isn't
Um, so
I was hoping just to kill him and then put him in right next, like sleeping next to Solidus.
Leave
So when he
before
wakes
rest.
up,
he?
So the bagman being
your
hit
bagman.
by you. Um,
I believe Solidus, you've been carrying this
charges
arsehole
across
around.
the room.
I think I have. Oh shit! Oh shit! Don't
Towards
let him out.
you, Callan. So it runs like almost subhuman on all fours. Its front arms are extended, and it jumps across, leaping across the coffin, like in one bound.
Parkour.
Creepy.
Jeff. Turn around.
It slashes towards you with its claws. Yeah, with its claws. 15
Oof.
Is my armor class.
beats it. 2d6 plus 3.
Piece
Oh
that
shit! I
dirt
didn't get
out.
my d6 out.
Oh no.
Shit.
Oh, does no
Means-
damage.
Means you can't use it.
That's okay. We got this.
Oh no.
So it's 11 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's my best shirt, damn it.
You get a +3 on that.
+3. Okay.
Yep. 'Cause you're close to me.
16 then altogether.
16. So as it slashes towards you, its huge arm just reaching up to the ceiling and coming down, and its claws digging across your body. You feel the pain, and you almost begin to lock up for a second.
Can I uncanny
And
dodge that?
Yes, I believe so. You use your reaction, don't you?
Yeah.
Which
So
you've still got
half
this round.
damage.
So half of 11. But you begin to seize up, almost like you would have been paralyzed in the spot, but then you shake it off.
Okay. Is it rounding up damage then if it's half 11?
I've been rounding up with your damage, so yeah, it'll round up.
Okay.
So that's Bagman Solidus. You see this creature shoot across the room, in, I presume, Bruce dimmed his sword slightly as everyone else is waking up. You see it slash Callum, and him
Rip my
almost
shirt.
lock up for a second.
I chase after it. And is it still like sticking out of a bag, or is it fully?
No,
like...
it's fully out now. Your bag is on the floor.
A shame. I was hoping to twat the bag on against the wall, like Austin Powers. Yeah, I'll just give it a standard. One of your standard run of the mill.
Wham bam, thank you, man.
Exactly. Halberd strike number 1. 22, I presume, hits.
Yeah, that hits. It's just flesh and bone, man. Ain't got much protection.
Ooh, 13 damage.
13, nice. You make a big gash in this thing's back, and it
Nice.
sort of comes to you, and its eyes just lock on yours, and it's just growling.
Second attack. Ooh, 13.
Just hits.
Oh.
It almost flinches out the way, but as you do, you just twist slightly to raise it and catch it.
Oh, another 13 damage.
Jeez, you're taking big hits. You're almost slashing it to pieces as this halberd just cuts through. You see flesh just begin to peel away, and you see bones and just gunk underneath.
Good. Bonus action. Pull. Oh. 12.
12. This one misses. As you try and jab at it with the rear of your halberd, it ducks out the way, hissing on all fours like a cat.
Motherfucker, I say.
Callan, so you started your turn within 5 feet, so I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
19. Now it's here and in your presence. This scent of just death and unwashed and dirtiness just almost overwhelms you, but you manage to again just regain your Constitution and stave it off. Sure, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And move away.
Mhm.
Shit. Okay, yeah, and then I'll just shoot him. So I'll shoot him now.
Yep.
Uh, 13.
Hits just.
Wow.
Roll for damage.
Okay. Um. 24 damage.
Oof. That's got it.
You lose the arrow, and you lodge it into the back of this thing's skull. And as you do, the glow in its eyes just dissipates into darkness. And this probably 6 foot tall creature, when it's fully erect with like free, just lands on top of you, solidus, a dead weight.
No.
It's dead. You killed it.
Yahtzee.
Get it off. Get it off.
Are we all still asleep through this?
I'd
Nope,
say to
you all
Solidus,
just
that
woke
came
up
out of
and
your
Solidus,
bag.
Oh, damn it.
Screamed.
What the?
I said
was
shut
that?
up, did it?
Why did you wake us up? What the fuck?
Alright, I lied.
I-
It didn't come out of your bag.
Good. I step on it a bunch of times and like mash it under my
Uh,
boot.
As you're standing on it, you see it has a small pouch
I'm
wrapped around its waist.
I'm like, give me my shit, motherfucker. And I open the pouch. What's in the pouch?
So as you open the pouch and look inside, you see a collection of what would be its precious belongings. There's a selection of coins, and as you pick them up and look through them, there's some you've never even seen before. These aren't just your normal gold, silvers. There's ancient coins. There's coins with different languages on.
Pound sterling.
There is a small statue of a man carved purely of bone. There is a gold ring with a large bloodstone set in the center. There's a small bone dice with 6 sides, which I could have done with tonight. And there's a small key, and the handle of the key is bent into a question mark shape.
Oh.
Oh, it's the Riddler. Guys, we killed the Riddler.
Um,
I say this guy's got some weird like old shit on him. Does anybody know what this is? I mean, this key sounds pretty handy, but I don't know what it's going to be for. Callan comes right at
Anything
me.
to look. So I go back
Yeah.
to sleep.
If people are going back to sleep, they will be able to get a long rest because they weren't disturbed by the attack. Solidus, just short for you.
Brilliant. All coins, gold rings, bone man,
Yep.
bone dice, and Riddler key.
Yep.
I just sort of said to Callan, what do you make of these gubbins?
Also, while you're over the body of the bagman, Jeff's head just like creaks around like, and then creaks back to the door.
I give him a thumbs up and I say, good job. Good job. Yeah.
I think subconsciously Jeff knew we had that.
Jeff was
He's
told to guard the entrance, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, it didn't come from the entrance. Damn it.
Fulfilled his brief. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I notice anything about this key or anything, or is it just us?
You can try and identify it.
I can try.
Go on then.
What do we say about identifying? So you can
well,
do
it's a
an
spell
Arcana-
for starters.
Yeah, so you can just do an Arcana check on it.
If it was magical, it would tell me something.
You're asleep,
But
aren't
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
11.
11. You can tell by the way it's been made. It has some use other than just a key to the door, but you're not sure what it is.
Yep, that there. That's a key.
Is that a key?
That's a key. What you got
Okay.
there is a key.
Thanks.
but I think it does more than just open a door.
Well, thank you for killing that weird little goober who's been plaguing me. I say, do you want this? Do you want this gold ring? Buy yourself something nice. Maybe give it to your lady friend. You could tell me about what Bruce is asleep.
Okay, I'll take a gold ring.
It's a gold ring with a large bloodstone set in the center.
That's a magical ring right there.
Sounds pretty nice.
I just
doesn't
put it on.
Yeah, put it on.
10 invisible.
Looks nice.
Like, oh.
It glints from the dim daylight of Bruce's sword.
Does he feel any different?
No. There is a stench coming from this creature, though, that's just laid out on the floor.
Can I just throw him back into Solidus's bag?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So slowly,
I don't want him.
piece by
He's
piece,
dead.
you pick up some of this bag and push this creature back in. One thing you do notice is, as you do, you begin to push some of Solidus's stuff out. It seems this creature entered the bag through its own means, but will not return that way. So now, Solidus, your bag currently has like large arms limply hanging out of it. Your tent has been pushed out, and it is full.
I mean,
Who knew?
I'm not gonna sit for that. I remove the arms and I just throw them at the wall.
It's the full body that's sticking out. Like it's just he's just like that, like legs and arms sticking out because he don't fit.
I retract the corpse.
Yep.
And I lay it on the ground. And as not to disturb the others, I just point at Callan, and then I do this with my finger. And I sort of
Stare
say,
at you.
I say, I'm going to give this key to Callan as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if he wants it first. Do you want this weird key?
Yeah, I'll take the key.
Take the key. Take the question mark key.
Okay. You going back to rest?
Yeah.
And you chucking the body in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it over here. So, Callan, you retake up watch on the door. With Jeff, Solidus, presume you return to your corner and fall back to sleep.
Well, what
The-
an adventure that was.
Rest of the evening passes uneventfully, except the occasional just feeling that something is out there, just moving in the darkness. Without Bruce's sword illuminating the chamber, it's completely dark, and your night vision just doesn't seem to stretch as far. You can still see, but the greys and just merge together. It's not a nice place to be. However, you're awake.
An hour before we wake, we would use the hero's feast.
Yeah.
Bruce will pull it out. He'd also take out the spell scroll. And he would.
Oh, right.
To
I was like, no, it is a spell scroll.
Went
And I was
over
like, which other
everyone's
spell
head
is
that
he
one.
using?
It doesn't
He's
matter.
like, oh, he means his penis.
He means his penis. And
He said it's so serious.
before reading it, he says, "Well, what's everybody's favourite food? What's everyone want as their final meal?"
What?
What? Lost you there, mate. Are you cutting
He
out
likes
loads?
cyborg food.
We lost James to the void.
Oh, did that come out weird?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
now.
you sounded like you wanted to eat micro
Well,
chips or something.
I said eggs Benedict.
Oh,
Coming
that's
right
better.
up. Callan?
What are you, a vegetarian?
Yeah, Lambros bread, please.
Oh, lamb bread.
Solidus.
I go to the remains of the bagman and I say, "Can you buy me up this one?"
Sure.
And I
Is this-
throw the remains
What?
You're
of the
eating
bagman.
it.
Yeah.
What's fucking wrong with you?
I think I need you to make a constitution check, mate.
But that's
Constipation check,
that's not
Mark.
actually part of the hero's beast. Like if
Okay.
you're I can conjure up a fake bad man bagman.
Oh,
Don't
But-
really good.
We have jelly babies.
But if you want to try and eat that guy, that's up to you.
I mean,
What's
if I
your
think
constitution?
Is it a
Save.
saving?
Yeah, it's a
throw?
save.
You get +3.
19. Oh, and +3, then it's 22.
The meat tastes foul and rotten, even for your standards. This is something that shouldn't really be in your mouth. You swallow it nevertheless. And as it goes down, you begin to feel slightly sick. And then you
Almost-
tell yourself, being sick's for pussies.
Yeah.
And
tell
you, yeah, you're fine. But
Your
you
eyes are
shy away
watering.
from eating anymore.
I should really get in on this.
Irina, what would Irina want?
There was
Oh,
a
no.
Is this like
stew
our
my
last meal?
father
I
used to
think
make. It was only simple, just rabbit, potato, and a stock. But
Coming right up.
I would like that, please.
Rabbit in the morning.
I'll look to Blight. How about you, Blight?
Grave dirt.
Mm.
It can be
Can be.
anything. Does it have to be?
Want
does
grave
Can
dirt?
he only eat grave dirt now, or does he have to eat?
Oh,
No,
it's
he
just-
just has to eat grave dirt once a day.
I just fucking love grave dirt.
Fair enough.
You know what? Eating it so much.
And then Bruce thinks hard about the fresh pastries that Mom used to make. She would bake them once a week. And in front of you, as after you've all given me your order, the feast appears on the floor around us.
Why, it doesn't magically appear a table?
No table, I'm afraid. We all sit cross-legged, and
That's another spell.
and we have 1 hour to consume as much food as we like. Every time you pick some up and eat it, it just replenishes in front of you, and it just tastes extra amazing. It's like the best fucking Nimbus bread you've ever had, or whatever it was, Nimbus bread.
Not Nimbus bread.
Ask
for that.
Mr. Nimbus.
Yeah.
Is it like the feast from Hook?
I was
Yeah,
just thinking
it's
that.
exactly like the
That's
feast
like
from
the
Hook.
best feast.
It's
That
just
was the best
amazing.
feast I ever saw when I was a kid. It was like
We all feel amazing.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, bright
Okay.
blue, whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
got to be good.
It's the best grave dirt you've ever had, Blight.
Yeah, that's why I ordered it.
And for the next 24 hours, so we kind of need to time that poll somehow.
Yep. We're going
For the
to
next
eat
24
ourselves to death.
hours, we are cured of all disease and poison. We've become immune to poison and immune to being frightened. All wisdom saving throws are with advantage. And we all gain temporary hit points, which is 2d10, which I shall
Nice.
roll now. Come on, baby! 10 and a 2 for 12 hit points.
Excellent.
Everybody gets. I guess we all had long rest. Everyone put a long rest in.
No, Solidus didn't.
I got shot.
Solidus. Okay, well you get an extra 12 temporary hit points, Solidus, anyway.
Nice.
And your HP goes up by 12 too.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It's like,
Nice.
yeah, so you get that 12 hit points and you add like 12 HP.
Yeah, I get you. Son.
All of us
Cool,
or
cool,
just
cool.
him?
No, we all get 12. We all get 12 temporary hit points you can put in your
Okay, just a temporary, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And we have this for 24 hours. And once it's over, I turned to everyone and said, well, unless anybody wants to prepare anything else, I think we should go talk to the big man himself.
Remember, we've got our silver arrows.
Indeed.
Who has
As you
silver
pull the
arrows?
silver
just for
arrow from the
record?
back and find it tainted. How did they use it on the bagman? So,
He got what was coming to him.
Absolutely.
That was the
Um,
first time I met him. I didn't even know who he is. Could have been anybody. That's
So-
Solidus's cousin.
just
Shit.
before we leave the safety of the tomb, I'm going to go to the loo,
Yeah.
and then we'll pick up.
Get a drink.
Everybody was gone.
Still here, but I'm waiting. Just clear it up now. Apparently, Booming Blade. It's worth me pretty much using it, apart from bonus action, because it does take an action to use it, sort of thing. But if I'm
Right.
attacking with my silvered weapons, I basically
Yeah.
can add it to it every time.
Yeah.
Because I can use it
And
as a
then if they
cantrip.
move. Yeah.
Not just the moving thing. I get 2d8 thunder
Oh,
damage
lightning. Yeah.
on strike
thunder damage.
because I'm a level 11.
Nice, yeah. Definitely use that every time.
So just to warn you.
I don't need a warning, but that's fine.
Well, it's because I feel like last time we were a bit confused as to whether it did damage on hit
Yeah,
or not.
whether it did damage on hit, yeah.
I did a bit of reading to figure that
Nice.
out. Magma was fucking creepy.
Dude, I don't know if you can see the picture on the token.
Oh, it's a
but
picture.
yeah.
Was it just a picture on the token? Sorry.
Let me have a look.
Barely.
Was ace.
I'll send you a photo. Yeah, it's one of the coolest creatures ever.
Love how it started as well, with just some of his things going missing and every start. It's so well done.
I sent it to the Curses Strahd group. I just imagine it being like this nightmare sort of
God.
the ring creature that just crawls out and just. Most people it would like crawl out and wouldn't be adventurers, but yeah, just beasts.
Yo, yo, yo.
Sweet.
What's up? What's up,
I
bitches?
sent a photo of the bagman to the chat.
Bagman.
Was Bagman part of the part of Curse of Strahd?
No, he's additional. He came out rather recently, and I was like, he's too good not to use. Like,
Oh, is he in
he's
the
so sick.
that book?
Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
That's cool.
I'm surprised none of you had heard of him because he literally like blew up. But I guess that's just because I'm in
Nah.
Cross's Blood chats.
Yeah.
Uh, anyway,
I definitely
Where-
wouldn't have heard of the Bagman. I don't see much of him on the Screwfix chat forums.
fucking.
Where's this
Uh,
bag? I can't see this Bagman Paul. Where did you put him?
in
Let's go
in our
Strahd
group chat on
Messenger
phone.
chat.
Oh, I thought you did it on the journal.
I couldn't share it on there, so I just sent it for you.
Creepy fuck.
Yeah.
So what
So-
happens then? Does he just after a certain amount of time he just comes out of the bag, or
The lore is that he is a person, well, a powerful wizard who crawled into a bag to hide and got lost, and he constantly, like, after time goes on, he just deforms into this horrendous creature that just feeds on people and takes items from bags and moves them about, but he lives in this like weird subplane of bottomless bags of holding. So pretty cool.
Oh, well.
freaky?
So as you leave the tomb,
Is Bomb back?
yeah,
For some reason I can't see you.
I
I
can't
need
see any of yours. I think it's my internet's a bit too
yeah,
slow.
no, it's a bit crap.
Have you tried reconnecting?
A few times.
As
right.
Solidus drops out.
Oh well,
He's okay.
it's probably for the
Um,
best we can't see your face.
So as you move around the castle, I'll need like a marching order, and we'll just line up in tokens as who goes where.
Let's go turn my internet off and on. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I mean,
I'll
I feel
line up near
like
the
Bruce.
backish.
I feel like Bruce with this fucking sword would be at the front, but I really don't want to be at the front.
Toss you at the front with your big
Give the sword to someone else.
sword burner.
Oh, I got my
You-
sword.
Your raging justice burner.
I feel like Irina would be in the middle somewhere.
I'll be behind the invincible virgin.
Black turned his internet off, so he's at the rear.
Irina as well, Paul,
Mm.
is just sort of waiting. It's not like she's holding the spell, but she's ready to put what's it called? Death Ward on Bruce at
Okay.
any given moment.
Yeah.
Just
Just mention it in the thingy. It doesn't need like action or thingy. If shit happens, then
yeah.
you should just fire it off as like a reaction.
Okay.
Cool. Light, are you back with us?
Here, yeah.
Awesome. So, as you remove the immovable rod and lift the portcullis and step into the corridor, the first thing that happens is a huge noise of flapping as a swarm of bats flies past, almost battering you, their wings just hitting you in the heads as they come past and just fly from one side of the catacombs to the other, and then you see as they dart and swift in between the tombs. Now as you look up, you see the ceiling is crawling with them in parts. The black moving mass is bats that drop and fly and move about the crypts.
Oh, lovely. Where did it...
Northwest.
Oh,
Figure
okay.
this one.
Let's head that way then. Or is
You
it
move
down
to the
here?
door,
Oh, is it
and
down? Okay.
you see the slab is different. It's not the slab of a tomb. It's just a stone door. Push it open.
Yeah.
What's your dark vision range, Callan?
Say
About
infinite.
60 into it.
60 feet, yeah.
So, As you push open this door, Bruce, you pretty much see less like the others without dark vision. You see a tunnel that's cut into the pillar stone of Ravenloft itself. Its surface is slick, and its ceiling is barely 6 feet high. There's a lingering fog that limits visibility to a few feet for you. Callan, you just peer through, and you can see it just seems to wind on. Your light helps diminish some of the fog. Everyone pushes down.
I just slowly walk through, just keeping my eye out for traps or anything.
Do you want to make a perception check for
Scallywags.
traps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a natural one.
Okay. Yeah, you walk through the mist.
It's safe,
covering
guys.
parts of the floor.
There's nothing here.
Oh, good.
Should just send Jeff down first.
That's a good point.
Great idea.
Might as well use him.
Give Jeff a torch and send him ahead.
As you sending Jeff first?
Yeah, may as well send him like 10,
Okay.
15 feet in front with a torch.
If he's going to set off
Yeah.
any kind of traps, he might as well.
Yeah. Good thinking.
So he
good thinking.
clunks ahead, and as he does,
Yeah. He doesn't clunk,
and moves
Paul.
past you,
He creaks
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah.
He squeaks.
Jeff.
the mist seems to part for a second, and as it does, I'd probably say Callan, you'd be the first one to spot this.
Oh no, I know what
You
this
see
is.
the image of Strahd just move around the corner, walking away from you.
You know, there's a spooky Strahd visage.
This is that ghost thing, isn't it, that
Yeah.
protects the transport place?
Yeah.
Am I the only one who saw that?
Yeah, the others, because your vision is more enhanced, you just see this.
I
thing
also have
just
dark
almost
vision up
part.
to
Oh, yeah.
60 feet as well.
Yeah, so Blake, you see it as well.
Right.
As the fog seems to part just for a second, you see the shape of Strahd just walk around the corner ahead. And you see there is a wall ahead.
Okay.
Do you tell us?
I say there's a wall ahead, but I don't tell him about Strahd because I don't want to panic him more.
Like,
Fuck's
you tell
sake,
him?
Callan.
Guys, I just saw Strahd.
And I'm like, hello. Do not
Callan, did you not see Strahd? Your perception is
Yeah.
rubbish.
I saw a shape, but I didn't know it was Strahd.
Yeah, I like
I
this
would,
story.
obviously we'd keep creeping forward, and then as we sort of approach the corner, I would use a divine
well,
sense.
just before you
No,
jump
okay.
forward,
I mean, it might not even be Strahd.
as Jeff
Yeah.
steps ahead with
Yep.
the torch, all of a sudden you hear a click, and you see him disappear out of sight. The torch literally just drops out of the air and is extinguished.
Jeff!
you
Yes,
just hear
we
a-
didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah.
It seems to be he was about 10 feet in front of you, so about 10 feet ahead. He
I-
disappears.
Wave the sword about. Do I see anything on the floor? A hole of sorts or anything?
Make another perception check. This time with advantage.
Advantage. 13. 17.
No, the floor is just seems to be intact.
Oh. I turn back and say, well, you all saw that, right? Jeff just fell through the floor. I can't see anything on the floor, though. Did we hear the click?
Yeah, we heard a click, didn't we?
You heard a click and then he disappeared.
There must be a trap up ahead.
You
Jeff?
see where we stepped.
What do we do?
Jeff, come back
You
to
see
us.
he was about 10 feet in front of Bruce. Well,
Yeah.
you know he was
I mean,
walking
we
10
can-
feet, so
We can see the torch on the floor, so we know where roughly.
the
where.
torch is gone. You can't see the torch.
Right
then.
down.
Everything's gone.
There's no, like, afterglow of the torch
No, there's nothing.
coming through the floor or anything. Fuck.
No.
I think we should send Blake up front because he's the rogue. That's his territory.
Wow.
Traps are his bread and butter.
I don't mind.
Um,
Take point.
Irina can detect traps.
Oh, well, that's handy. She's
Yeah, we got Jeff.
He can
Alright.
detect him.
She can find. She's got find traps. Where is it?
Thanks for volunteering that.
Oh, as a
Irina.
spell.
Yeah, there's a spell. Yeah, but it's all spells in it. She don't want to.
Oh, she'd rather we fall down holes to our death, would she?
No, we've got Jeff doing that.
You didn't hear a
Well,
yelp.
He's gone now.
You just heard a clunk.
He's a piece of armor. He's not going to yelp.
I don't think I've got it. I ain't got it prepared anyway. Doesn't
What if
matter.
after all this time there's a person inside Jeff and it's not even animated?
Yeah.
That would have been the best play.
Yeah, Irene hasn't got it, so that can't be done. So she's not prepared.
Okay.
Bruce just turns back and says, "Thoughts?"
Um,
I would do a divine sense, by the way.
Yeah. I've got it here.
60 foot.
Fix good and evil, 60 feet. I don't think you pick anything up.
oh,
Uh,
that's good.
I turn to Callan and say, "Callan, ask Jeff to come back to us. See if we can hear him moving."
Jeff, come back. Come back to me, Jeff.
Make a perception check. Gonna be
Me.
a tough one though.
I
yeah.
don't think Jeff's going to hear it.
If you're listening out for Jeff moving back to you.
15.
And did you just shout to him?
Yeah.
Because you're not telepathically connected, are you?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know how it works.
Unless the
Someone
spell...
did send message, didn't they? Previously when he was in the thing. Just shouting, you don't hear anything back.
Maybe sending
Your voice
messages
just
probably wise.
seems to echo slightly down the corridor and then dissipate into the mist.
Okay, who
Maybe
wants
we should
to...
send a message to Jeff.
Jeff can't reply though, right? He's just an inanimate object.
You just hit.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to reply, do he? He just needs a command.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you mean. You use it. Oh, well.
Wait,
Right,
have I
right.
been muted this whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Blight,
the
you can
idea is,
send.
man.
Blight, you can send messages as a cantrip, right?
Yes.
What are the requirements for that? Do you have to? What's the distance? Is it or something? Isn't there?
120 feet.
Give Jeff command. Give Blight command of Jeff, and Blight send Jeff a message and tell him to come back to us.
It says
For Blight
point
to
your
get
finger
command of
toward.
Jeff, he has to say the command word to Jeff.
Oh, send a
Right.
send a message
Guess he
to him
could
now.
do that through message to say the
Yeah.
command word, yeah. Do you remember what
Do
it
that.
was?
Alakazam. Shazam.
Shazam.
Kabuzi.
Close enough. Close enough. So, like, you send the message through. Obviously, you get no reply. But what would you like to command? You presume you're connected to it now.
Come back to us.
Just come back to us.
Come back, baby, come back.
Whatever I said, whatever
would you
I
like to
did, I
do?
didn't mean it.
In the meantime, you hear no instant sounds.
Okay.
Like Jeff coming back.
We saw him drop, right? Like
You
he
saw the
fell
light
into something.
disappear in front of you, and it seemed to go down. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
So like
so
it
there
seemed.
was just perceiving traps in front of us, and then maybe I could use my mage hand to like press 30 feet in ahead of us on the floor to trigger anything to see.
How much force can your mage hand press with?
10 pounds.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that if you want.
Unless we think that's a bad idea for triggering traps. If we can perceive it first.
There's obviously a trap in front of us. I didn't roll high enough to see it.
I'm gonna.
Someone else
Can I
should
have
see
a
it.
look?
I rolled a 17
what's
and
that
I didn't see
perception?
it.
Your hand pushes in front of you, so you move up, I presume, to where Bruce is,
Yeah.
and your hand pushes on the floor in front of you, and you make it go up and down. You see the mist bobbing around. It's like efflorescence. It gets to its max distance without triggering anything.
Blight, you could fly or send bone
I
claw.
was thinking about flying. I'm a bit scared too.
We either do something or we just turn back and go a different. I don't know where we're going exactly.
I mean,
Start creeping forward.
Is this the right? Is this the way that Rahadin said to go? By the way.
As you get there, Esmeralda, you feel the floor beneath you open,
Oh,
and
God.
all of a
I
Click
sudden
the
forgot
you
that.
drop.
movable rod.
Okay, you click a removable rod
Some good
as you
reflex.
drop, and I'm gonna say you drop like maybe 10 feet and begin to
Yeah.
slide, and then click it. You see the floor close above you, and you're now held in a chute of polished black marble that is dark above and below because you've dropped any source of light at this point. So,
I think
Bruce, this time you saw her fall. With your perception and being aware, you saw the floor open and you saw her drop.
Esmeralda, can you hear me?
Can I hear them?
shit.
Yes, I'm gonna say you can because you're quite close to the surface.
Yes, I can just about hear you.
It's super
If you could
muffled.
if you could manage to press it somehow and open it for me, then maybe I could misty step out.
Did you feel at all what set it off?
Did
Did-
I?
You just
See.
stepped and the floor went from underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should fly
I
across.
feel like it was the floor. Maybe if you could throw something heavy onto the floor to make it fall.
What, like Jeff?
Jeff?
Solid, you're heavy.
I'll say you bloody watch your mouth.
Push it with a stick.
How many sticks do you have on your person?
Well, as in like like one of the hammers or the
Push it with a
someone got like a
stick.
long pike or anything
No.
like that.
You
Who's
know you
got a
can
long
have a 10-foot pole. This is where it would have come in useful, eh?
who's got a long weapon?
Oh,
I imagine
wait a
Solidus
minute.
has a long weapon.
I'm just really,
I mean-
I've been carrying a 10-pound crowbar around with me. I'm going to chuck that.
Well,
You chuck the 10-pound crowbar in front, and it just lands on the floor in front of you.
I have 2 lengths of chain. Can I do anything
How
with
much
it?
do they weigh?
Oh, I don't.
What are the
know.
lengths? We'll estimate.
Let me look at my inventory because I did put them in. They're 10 feet. Yeah, they're 10 feet each.
10-foot
And
chain,
sorry, they weigh 10 pounds each. Also.
10 pounds. So you
according
throw
to
them onto the floor next to the crowbar.
Yep.
They just go onto the floor, and the crowbar and the 2 coils of chain are now on the floor.
And I retract them. Well, that didn't work, but it was pretty cool.
I turn.
Esmeralda, you hear this noise of just like on the floor above, but no.
I pull out my rope and I turn to Solidus and I say, "Hey, strong boy, hold this
I
tight."
say, okay.
And I tie it around my waist and start walking forward.
Hold it reasonably loosely.
As you walk forward, you step, and the floor beneath you drops. You instantly fall into this dark black polished chute. Solidus, you feel the rope go slack for a second as he drops, and then taut as the floor closes on the rope. And let's just see.
See, I won't have done what I was gonna do because I would have seen him come landing in with me. But I was gonna misty step out if they managed to open it. But I won't do that because now he's
Yeah.
just gonna be fucking stuck. I'm gonna grab him. And he
So the rope holds.
Oh,
Although
good.
it's jammed between the floor, there is now, I'd say, a couple of inches gap where this floor is trying to close, and the rope has jammed it. Bruce, you've held onto the rope, Solidus.
It's tied around me. But yeah.
Yeah. So you're hanging now, I'd say 5-10 feet below the surface. You can see Esmeralda hanging onto this immovable rod, and then
I was sitting on it
darkness
With
of
the
the
sword,
chute below.
with the sword out, can I see where
Yeah,
this
actually
leads?
now, so above it's gone pitch black. Because the sword, all you can see is this glow from like this 10-foot by 10-foot trap door, which is in the floor. So the trap door is literally these 4 tiles here. So you can see a glow of light just in front of you here, going to here. You inside see the chute goes down to what looks to be a wall at the end. You don't see Jeff in here.
Oh.
Fuck.
Shout, is Jeff down there?
Don't see him.
I
Oh.
shout the code word. I shout Kazooie. and
Okay.
and and I say, Jeff, come to me. Do I hear anything?
Begin to hear like a pounding against what seems to be the bottom of this chute.
Could I gauge how far down it might seem? I don't know.
You can sort of see the end. It's about 40 feet below.
That's a bit of a drop.
So this thing isn't like a straight drop.
Okay.
It's like a slide.
Okay, so I'm not just going to
it's
fall
come
40
out-
feet to my
No,
death.
no. You with like Esmeralda, you're sort of laid on your side now, holding onto this thing, with the chute below, but you can't get any traction in here, and you've fallen, and you've dropped into this like slide, and you're sort of at the top, but holding onto the rope. So it drops off to the south, but like at a steep angle.
I say
It's
to
a slide more than a straight
Esmeralda,
drop.
thoughts?
I was hoping we could open it and wedge it open, but I'm
Well-
guessing it's struggling with weight up there.
Well, it seems to be wedged. It hasn't cut through rope, so something must.
If we could put something in
Wedge-
it when it were
something
open,
could wedge
so then
it.
we can get it out. So
Knowing what those guys knowing that it's just like fake tiles, can they not like sort of just push down on those tiles to like lower it?
yeah, that's what I was figuring people would be able
Push
to
it,
do,
yeah.
like stay on the other edge of where.
Guys, can you just push down on this floor? Does it move? Is it like spring release or something? Like,
Who's doing the pushing?
I guess I'll approach.
oh, you're the one holding me up, by the way.
Yeah.
No,
I-
your rope is jammed.
I know, but as
Yeah,
soon as he
well,
pushes on that thing,
You know,
the rope's gonna.
So I wrap it around my arm a little bit,
Wind it in
Um,
like a
yeah.
kite.
and I sort of get on my hands and knees, and I sort of like push on this tile here.
What's your weight? Oh,
Real
I've
fat.
written it down.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
Oh God! Come on, mama. Natural 20, so which makes it
Yes.
23.
So you use the top half of your body to quite easily push open this trapdoor. You use the top half of your weight over. You'd estimate that it's over 100 pounds of weight you're forcing down on this thing, and as you do, it opens. As it opens, Bruce, you drop.
I'm holding on to him, but like I did sort of mention.
Who's-
that
Got him underneath.
Am
Yeah.
I above Esmeralda or below Esmeralda?
I'd say
You're above. So you've landed into Esmeralda, who's now supporting you with the immovable rod.
Yeah, I
And
would like maybe
Solidus,
like put
I
my
need you to
feet
make
on the
a-
rod if I could, so sort of like take some of the weight.
She's like sat on
I'm
it.
sitting
It's
on it basically,
only a
so I'm
thingy.
just like sort of
Oh, I
crushing
see.
is
Okay.
holding your.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
a Solidus.
Guess
I
he's
need
on
you
my
to
shoulders.
make a because there's been a sudden tug because you've dropped. I need you to make a acrobatics check to see if you manage to stay on the ledge or if you fall.
While this is happening, Irina would take a run up and try to jump across to the other side.
I was hoping someone's got
25.
something to stick into the.
Yeah.
Solidus
Crowbar or
wants-
something.
25.
Ooh, nice.
I've got a mad
Yeah.
in dex on my
You're
acrobatics.
dug in. You're dug in, dude.
Irina, can Irina jump across to the other side?
Yes, I think you can jump 10 feet, can't you? We've had this discussion before.
So I think it's something to do
Just
with
checking what it
your
is.
movement distance.
Feet up to your strength score. Move at least 10 feet. Yeah. Yeah. You can jump 10 feet.
She jumps over 10 feet, picks up Blight's crowbar from the floor, and jams
That's
it
gone.
in.
That's slid down.
Anybody else got a
Blight-
crowbar?
So now Solidus is like currently almost holding it open, and you guys are looking up through the hole. And the
She
light
pulls
is not
out.
flickering.
She has a mace for some reason. She pulls out a mace and she wedges that mace into the open
to the gap.
into the gap, so it
Yeah.
holds the door open. And then she shouts to everyone else, "You should be good enough to jump over, guys. Let's jump
Pull us
over and
out
try and
first.
pull these guys. Yeah, we get to this side and then
Don't
pull them
try and
out.
jump while holding us.
No, it's Solid. Oh shit, Solidus is that side, isn't he?
Yeah.
Solidus can jump.
Or while holding me.
While holding, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
not while
suppose
holding
I'm
you, no.
supporting. I'm
Oh, you're
supporting
supporting, aren't you?
first, yeah, so you could do.
Oh, okay. All right. Esmeralda on that side starts lowering down a second rope that Bruce takes hold of, ties round. Okay, Solidus, you can let go of the rope. Everyone jump across. You know what I'm getting at here.
Go up.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys. We can do
I'd say
this.
you've managed to successfully navigate the strap.
I jump across.
Have I lost a person?
And then everyone can like pull us
Oh,
out.
Yeah, it's Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff.
Oh,
No.
lost Jeff.
Ah, Solidus. Solidus, where did you go?
I don't know.
You went looking for boxes.
He flew off for some
He's
reason.
gone for treasure.
Bruce
Okay.
gets out and
So as you
scrubs
move
himself
out,
down. It's
The
like,
mace
oh,
drops.
good puzzle,
it
good
pings out the way,
puzzle,
and the trap
Oh,
shuts.
we lost Jeff.
good puzzle in there, guys.
What about Jeff? Should we go down and get him?
I don't think we're gonna get Jeff out of there.
Jeff might be
And
last to us.
I couldn't see where that led to either. It could just be a pit with spikes at the bottom, for all I know.
Could we not lower a rope down to him? Does no one have a rope?
It was blocked at the end.
Oh. So where's
He's
he
on the
gone?
other end of like another trap door, maybe.
I don't know. Jeff, come back to us.
I just yell at the
Best I
floor.
can
Jeff,
do.
gotta find your own way out. Find your own way out and meet back up with us. Bye.
See you soon, Jeff.
Right, so now I'm gonna walk ahead, like looking for anything that I can see that's different, but I'm gonna have the immovable rod above me, click
Okay.
it, walk forward, test
Yeah.
the weight fully, holding it, click it, walk forward. As ridiculous as that sounds, I'm gonna do that all the way.
Suddenly the
So-
floor lifts up and crushes him into the sand.
You make it to the end of the corridor using your tested method without anything else dropping underneath your feet. And everybody else can follow and see.
Oh shit, this
you
is the
get to the end-
teleport room.
You see stairs that descend to a stone door.
I follow.
And as you push through, you see the teleport room where you once teleported to the Abbey.
Well, guys,
Stay sharp, guys.
this is your
Remember what we
last-
saw here last time.
this is your last chance to leave.
Bye.
He dies.
Yeah. Okay. See you later.
Alright, I'm head out.
Can you remind us where all of these places take you, Paul?
Yes, so there is. I can't tell you where they take you, but there is an incantation written. So
Hmm.
this room, just to remind you, is 30 feet square and 20 feet tall to a flat ceiling. There's a stone brazier that burns fiercely in the center of the room. Its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indents, spaced evenly around its circumference. Within each is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball, made of coloured crystal. No 2 stones are the same colour. Overhead is a wooden-framed hourglass, as tall and as wide as a dwarf, and it hangs 10 feet above the brazier. It's suspended from the ceiling on thick iron chains. The sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down to the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. The verse reads, "Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak.
Oh.
Red if law is what you seek. Green to where the coffin hide.
Ooh.
Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to the ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb."
Do you have
Two
these written
9-foot
down as
tall
well?
iron statues of knights on horseback are poised to charge with swords drawn and stand in the deep alcoves facing each other.
I mean,
So-
the Master's tomb could be helpful, but he's not going to be there, is he, if we're going to meet him?
Yeah, well, we can fill it full of fucking traps.
Wow. Okay.
We can fart on his pillow and give him pink eye.
I'll teach him.
Jesus, John. We're warriors, not savages.
Just like it's our little. If we all die, that's our final
What was-
revenge.
The
Yeah,
green
he's like,
one,
oh my eyes.
the green one was hidden coffin or something? What's
Where the
It's
coffins hide.
to where the coffins hide.
Coffins.
Well, we've been near plenty of coffins.
There's the
we've
peak
only
of the tower.
Yeah.
Mountain Spire. There's Castle's Peak. Floor is what you seek.
Which is the colour
The
we went in before, Paul?
You went into Indigo
And
to
what
the
was that
Master's
one?
Bride. That took you
Master's
to
Bride.
the
Ah, yeah,
Abbey of
okay,
Crest.
yeah, yeah. Wow.
I feel like where the coffins hide is probably that dank room I was in earlier.
But they were just
It's
a
ancient
random
magic's
family,
womb.
right? You just picked a random vault to go down, like.
Also, remember when you went, you didn't see a way to get back. When you went to Kresk,
Oh
the
no, I
rooms
realised that.
in the
Yeah.
floor seemed to
Ancient.
be one way.
Ancient magic womb. I bet that's the temple where he got his power.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, we've
What
been
colour
there.
was that?
Amber temple.
That was blue.
Oh. So there's.
I think by any means we should pocket all these. I don't think Strahd should have them.
I mean, it's
Then
going to
we've
make him
got his
very
colour.
angry when we talk to him. If
Yes, he's aware that we're here to kill him. He's probably already miffed.
He must have something to say, or an offer. What?
I say we just fucking grab one and go in.
Just read a brief version of him again, Paul. There's
Yeah,
the
one sec.
Master's Bride, which we don't want.
So, Violet to the Mountain Spire.
Mountain Spire.
Orange.
Hang on, sorry. What might that be? That could be the Amber Temple.
I think so. It's a mountain.
The top of the
With a
mountain.
thing on a mountain in it.
Carry on.
Yeah, that Valenka Pass.
Yeah.
Either way,
Orange,
it's going through, isn't it?
orange to the Castle's Peak.
Okay, Castle's Peak is interesting. Okay.
Red if law is what you seek.
Law is what you see. Well, see, what the hell would that be?
L-O-R-E,
Library?
by the way.
Say again,
Is there
Paul.
a library somewhere?
Lore as in L-O-R-E, not...
Yeah,
L-A-R-E.
exactly. Yeah, like a library. Do we know
Straight
of?
to jail. Do not pass go.
Well, there's the library that we got the binding spell from in the Amber Temple.
True, but I don't think we'd have two.
Two Amber Temple teleports. Is there any other libraries that we have come across, Paul, or something of that nature? Like thinking back, I can't remember, but Bruce might.
Not that you've encountered so far, but just make a let's say history check to see whether you remember anything.
9.
15.
15. Esmeralda, you don't remember much. You know you were in the Crest library, but that doesn't exist anymore. And there's the other one that led to Crest, which these guys have said about. Bruce, you remember when you were in the Crest library and discussing with Esmeralda that a lot of the books from Kresk were taken and were put in the castle by Strahd. So you presume the castle has a library.
Okay, so there's a Castle's Peak and there's Castle Library. And what were the rest, Paul? Sorry.
Green to where the coffins hide.
Coffins. Yeah.
Indigo to the Master's Bride,
Okay.
which you know goes to Kresk.
Yeah.
Blue to the Ancient Magic's Womb.
Okay, which we think is the temple.
That does sound like Amber Temple.
Yeah.
And yellow to the Master's Tomb.
And then Master's Tomb.
Which is, I feel.
Are
like
we
where
assuming Master's Tomb is
Is that Strahd's tomb or Strahd's master?
the vampire? Could be his tomb.
Vampire, yeah.
But then what would Ancient Magic Womb be?
Well, I still think that's the temple because that's where like all of that.
Two temple teleports?
we've got
What's the
multiple,
other temple?
got multiple
Oh,
castle ones.
Master's
womb,
Tomb,
the
Magic
Master's
Womb.
tomb doesn't necessarily have to be at the temple. That could be
I
just.
did say, I don't think we're going to get another chance to get to the Master's Tomb other than here.
Mm.
Well, all I'm thinking is if the plan was to kill Strahd now, then we can come back to this afterwards.
Depends who the master is.
Esmeralda, you remember that they've already drawn a Taraka deck.
The clues are in the deck.
We have to face Strahd here, right? Oh, hang on a minute. Do we have to face him in
Yeah,
the...
what's the deck say then? I can't remember.
We have to face him in
Um,
the crypts, right?
The last card said
Chris Shank's body.
you'll face Strahd where he rests. I think it was along those lines.
So would that be the Masters 2?
That should be. Or where the coffins lie.
Or where the coffins lie? That could just be that could just be where we just came from, the
Yeah, I think
vaults where
I
all the
think
coffins are. But I
Do
don't
you
know
want
why
to
you...
take a risk and go with the Masters 2 and wait from there?
I think so.
Or we
Well,
don't go in any of them, or we...
If it's where the coffins are,
Call it even and bug out.
and Blight teleports to it, he could just fly back up the wall and retrace our steps and meet us back here and be like, "Wasn't that one, guys?" Or it could be a million miles away.
When Rahidin spoke to us, he said Strahd wanted to talk to us where?
In the Chamberlain's office.
Is that the thing that's up these stairs, do we think? Because we came through like an office, right? And then we came down these steps.
I think so. I can't remember.
Paul's nodding.
Yeah, you did. You came through an office and then down these steps.
Why would
So-
Strahd have us walk through the room of teleporting gems?
Well, maybe he thought we'd fall into that trap where Jeff went.
Classic Jeff.
Poor Jeff.
We could go up these steps, although last time we went up these steps there was a visage of Strahd that will
There's
probably
also a
attack
door
us.
there.
So yeah, I open this door.
Oh, God.
And there's
It's
a
a
door
death.
here.
As you open this door, you see a staircase that winds up into darkness.
I like it.
It's, as all staircases in this place, uncleaned and dusty with cobwebs. and dark.
Irina will push open this door.
As Irina pushes open the door,
Oh jeez.
she sees a red curtain that hangs wall to wall and ceiling to floor.
Well, this looks weird.
I enter the room. Oh, that's me.
Oh, sausages.
Yeah, you're just in a room with a thick red curtain.
Well, I poke my head
Okay.
through or under the curtain.
And it disappears.
Oh jeez.
Jeez, Rick.
Ah, geez, Rick.
So as you peer through, two large wooden frames rest on this balcony. You can see the room just expands into darkness past here, and you've only got a little bit of light now from Bruce's sword. The curtain is made of a thick red velvet, and the ceiling is 10 feet high. You don't see any people in the throne, however.
I light my torch as I push through.
Okay. Okay. As you move to the edge of the balcony, you see a large room which seems to ebb into darkness as your torch fails. The room is its floor is submerged in water.
Mm.
Dark, low shapes thrust out of this still, brackish water, and the ceiling is festooned with hanging chains that look thick, like black web strands. You see, as you look down, some of these things are wood and metal and chains and cuffs, and you get the idea that these are apparatus of torture. The ones on the floor half buried with water, the ones from the ceiling hanging.
How lovely.
I say this would be a good place for any winged companions to explore.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Maybe fly around and see what's fair there. Plus, you've got some dark vision, haven't you? So you see better than I can.
So,
I would.
as you come into the room, you see the same thing, and then you move further, and you see there is a small passageway that that leads east from here, and the rest of the room is about 50 feet wide. More of these chains, you have to move your body round them as you fly because they hang at such odd angles. You see, as you push past, some of them still have the remnants of skeletal hands just wedged into them that hang.
I'm trying to think what this room is. You know, we've got a curtain, we've got chairs, which
It's
suggests
very
some sort
weird
of
and creepy.
amphitheater type. You know, somebody watched tortures
You,
happen.
you also see, Blight, that the balcony is about 10 feet above the water.
Oh.
I pick up one of the chairs and I just toss it over the edge. Into
Okay.
the water.
As you toss the chair over the edge and it lands in the water, and Blight, you're flying around the room. You
Oh,
see
no.
the ripples ebb out from this chair, and then a hand comes out from underneath.
Shit.
Uh,
I would have stepped in by this point as well, just see what's
yeah,
going on.
everyone's in the room.
My God, what's that?
And another hand comes a few feet behind. You see these bodies begin to move out of the water. Their skin just bloated and hanging off. Their jaws dislocated. Their eyes, some rotten, some barely there. These look to be zombies that you've experienced before, very early in your adventures in Barovia. They dredge out of the water and try and reach up and claw you as you fly around the room. However,
They reach me.
currently, no, you're out of reach.
Careful, Blight!
Oh.
And
Can
so
I
we're
go down this alley a little bit? This right
10
room
feet
here.
up, so we're
Yeah.
fine. I yell back and say, Callan, do you want to try and
So-
shoot
Target
zombies?"
practice.
This room is also flooded. As you drop into here, the ceiling lowers. So you are now at risk of the water. I'll just let you know that before you
Oh
fly
my God.
too far down.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Can't
So-
tell you how much I want to explore this area.
The water is still black, and you can barely see through its surface. It's almost like a mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by thick drops dropping from the roof. You've come through an arch that leads into this smaller corridor, and you also see to the left and right, as you look, I presume you go a bit further down.
I'll go up to where they are.
Yeah. You see two alcoves that stairs descend down into, and at the end are stone doors. You hear a noise coming from the south door. It's a weak cry for help.
Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh god.
You're going into the water.
Oh, no, I don't know if I dare.
As you do this, the zombies are beginning to move towards you.
Okay.
I
say-
start throwing. I throw a javelin at one of them. I say, Callan, get in here. Start
Okay,
shooting these things.
Choose one and roll for attack.
The closest one.
We'll say because you're not in contact, they're not. You're not in initiative. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. Roll for attack.
Oh, wrong person. 11.
11 hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, good. D6 plus 4. 7.
7 damage.
While this is happening, I'm just going to sneak off behind the curtain, re-enter this room, and I grab all of these gems and
Okay.
I put them in my pocket.
So as you throw your javelin, Bruce, and launch it towards a zombie that's going towards your brother, it lodges in its head, and you just hear this sickening thud as it goes partially through, but then as the thickness of the javelin gets wider to the hand bit, it lodges with the head, and the head suddenly just rips and tears and lands in the water next to it.
No.
The Strahd zombie is now headless, and the head lies just in front of it, bobbing in the water with your javelin, keeping it afloat. Its jaws just biting.
I
You-
know.
Oh great.
You remember from the last encounter
Yeah.
that when you hit these things with force,
Yeah.
they separate, and the pieces still have life.
Irina
Undead life.
pushes past Bruce and says, "Remember, if you hit these things with force, they just separate." And she fires a sacred flame.
Okay.
At I at the group of the two of them to get. Oh, I suppose I have to pick. Yeah.
What's the
It's a
thing on it?
dexterity saving throw.
Are you going for the body, the head?
She'll go for the other one. This one.
Okay. Rolled a natural 2 minus 2, so that's 0.
It takes 2d8 plus 5. That's awesome for a cantrip. 2d8. 8. Brain's gone. 16.
16.
Radiant damage.
Radiant damage, yeah. Okay, this one bursts into flame. The top half, the bit above the water, just ebbs and burns. But yeah, it doesn't separate, which is good. However, one thing that does happen when you hit it and the ripples ebb out from here,
Oh fuck.
more begin to appear
Oh, Jesus.
from underneath the ground, underneath the water. And at that, since you are going into more of a combat, we'll roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm so trapped.
This is fun.
It's a trap.
What's a trap?
Oh shit.
So you got plenty of exits.
You'll be fine.
Who's got what on initiative?
Jesus Christ, I got a natural 1.
Natural 1 for
11. Oh, no, it was a 7. 11.
21 blight.
6 for Bruce.
21 for-
Oh,
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
1 for
11 Esmeralda.
2 for Irina. This dice can fuck off.
2 Irina. What was Bruce?
6.
6 for Bruce. Solidus and Callan?
23.
21.
Oh,
23 and 21.
nice.
Blake, what were you?
21.
Okay, Solidus is first.
Okay.
Okay, so Solidus, you're first. As you see more of these bodies begin to come up, you've already seen one bit decapitated and the head float about in the water next to it.
Before, I have to remind you that I'm not in the room, and I also all this was happening, I started
yeah.
to skulk up these stairs.
Okay, right. So you are slowly going up the stairs. Okay. What's your movement?
40 feet.
Why does
It's
Solidus
gonna
not like
take
hanging
you
out with us?
2 rounds to get anywhere on there.
Bit of a dick, isn't he?
So
Yeah.
you dash up the stairs
Yeah.
with the stones in your pockets,
Yeah.
and it just keeps winding up and up into darkness. Apart from with your torch. Just
I was
keeps
going to
winding up.
suggest that
I remember the guy did this in The Mummy and he got eaten by scarabs.
They did. They went
I'll-
under his skin and
I
everything.
was going to suggest that we went into the Master's Tomb, but somebody's just run off with the stones.
But Callan, you're up.
Everybody likes
Okay.
a wild card.
I'll mark this guy.
Okay.
I'll move.
Why can't I touch it? Oh, because I'm on the right way. Okay. Yep.
18.
18 hits.
And I'm guessing he hasn't taken any damage.
Yeah, he has.
He has.
Yep, he got his head. This one, the one you're aiming at, has no head.
Okay,
His head is floating in the water next to it, just like.
Okay, just bear with me a sec.
That's alright. Solidus, you going upstairs is the reason we can't play with maps in real life.
Good.
It's 28 damage on that guy.
Ooh,
No.
shit. So you just puncture him, and this arrow just like cuts through him, and the life just ebbs out of it as it just begins to float in the water, stopping moving, and it didn't lose any of its limbs.
Okay, he's still alive. Is he still alive?
No, it's dead. And actually, although its head fell off before, it was piercing damage. Therefore, its head is now inanimate. So, both its head and body are dead, and piercing is okay.
So I moved the mark to this guy.
Yep, that one's dead.
Oh.
That's the head.
Okay, I'll move it to this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll shoot him.
Go.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice. Roll for damage.
Oh.
Ew.
So 17 damage.
Nice. Another volley from your bow, just piercing these creatures, and because they've been in the water so long, as you pierce them, there's almost this exhale of like bloatedness and air that seems to out like you're deflating a balloon. Nice. Is that you, Callum? Blight. So you hear commotion behind you, and you feel the water pushing waves down this corridor. As you turn back, you see two of the zombies get destroyed by a volley of arrows and a javelin, but you can see more shapes moving in the rooms. They seem to be coming towards you.
Yeah, I'm gonna not use magic, and I'm gonna. From where I am, more or less hit this guy with a bow.
Yeah, I'd say you got line of
I'll
sight.
move forward a bit or something. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste magic on these guys. I'm gonna fire my short bow at him.
Okay.
Oh shit. 11.
11 hits. These guys are,
Nice.
again, just skin and bloated and death. So they're AC and high.
10 damage.
Nice. Sticks into one of his eye sockets and just wedges him with a sickening further. But it's still moving towards you.
Okay. That's it for me. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna move back a bit if I can.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Esmeralda.
I'll use my cantrip of Firebolt on this guy.
Okay. Oh, it's Dex save, isn't it?
No, it's just a Firebolt, it's just a spell.
Yeah, but it's Dex save for the creature. It's not.
Oh,
you don't have to
wait,
roll to attack,
sorry.
do you? Or do you have to roll?
Yeah, I roll for attack, yeah.
Okay, roll for attack then.
14.
14 hits. Roll for damage.
That's spinning and spinning. 19.
19, nice. It instantly bursts into flames, and the flames just cast these horrendous shadows from this ruined torture equipment that's sticking up from this brackish water, and just it flies around the room. It does burst into flames, and it is dead.
That's it.
Okay. Bruce. So currently you see the one that you hit with the javelin is dead. The other one has just been burst into flames closest to the entrance. You know one's weakened. There's one at the top, and there's 3 active at the back.
How far down is this?
10 feet into murky water.
Get in. Get in.
Where the fuck are you, Solidus?
Get in.
I say over the stones. I'm just on my way.
Bruce will jump down.
I'll say it takes 10 feet of movement to descend. Might jump down.
Oh, okay. 10.
You can get
5,
to this guy.
10. Yeah. I'll step in front of this guy. Does he seem affected by the daylight coming from the sword? Do any of them?
I don't think so. No. Not
Okay.
affected by daylight. It just glares in there. Their eyes are barely even there. They're just like orbs of pus and...
I just jump in front of him as he's sort of wading towards where my brother was, and go, "Gotta get past me first," and take a swipe.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yep, roll for damage.
It is 1d8 plus 6. 6, 12, 18 damage. Radiant damage.
Nice. So you slice through it. And is it slashing damage?
It's radiant damage.
Oh, it's radiant. Yeah, it's not slashing, is it? Okay, fair. So as you slice through, this zombie just begins to burn and decay around your sword, and you cut straight through it and just slice it into pieces. But again, it doesn't separate. He's dead. 2 left.
And then, how far did I move there? 10, 15, 20,
that's
25.
probably-
Yeah.
You've got more 5 if you want to move.
I'll move 5 more feet that way. And I would just shout over to that zombie. Oh, hey, over here, cunt! Waving the the daylight around sword.
Nice. Irina is next.
Irina will step forward, and she like a radiant flame comes out from her hands, and like before, she like aims it towards this one in the corner, and a burst of radiant energy comes out of her hand towards him. It has to take a dex saving throw.
-2. Natural 1.
Brilliant.
So -1.
So that's 2d8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, plus 5, 8. 13 radiant damage.
I'm going to say, with it doing the natural 1, it begins to thrash in the water and moves across to its companion, doing 2 fire damage to that one as well. Like radiant fire damage. Nice. Anything else, Irina?
That's it.
Okay. As they begin to douse themselves in the water just from their flailing actions, they turn towards you, who had been waving the sword, and they move. Okay. So the first one tries to bite you first. 5.
Nope.
And then slashes with its claws.
Bash it away with my shield.
Oh Jesus! I'm rolling shit. 5. Natural 1. 3. So the first one misses all its attacks while you defend yourself with a shield.
Just behind my shield. Fuck off.
11 as the other one tries to bite.
Fuck off.
10. Natural 20. Fuck yeah! Out of 6 rolls. 6 goddamn rolls.
Rose is a zombie now.
The final attack with the second one's claws just managed to catch you off guard as you've been batting it away and just taking this hammering from. 4 damage.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
You got a 3. You got a 3.
plus 1.
Ugh. Okay.
Yep. Oh no, shit! It's so it was 7 damage because it was crit. Yeah. Solidus.
My temporary hit points.
As you climb and climb. We said you'd get there this time, didn't we?
Yeah. What do I see, Captain?
Oh shit! So Oh,
Oh, God.
okay. Um, let me put you on to show you your relevance.
I come out.
Where's your... So as you come 70 feet, you begin to remember how large the castle is and see that it climbs again and continues to climb.
I'm a bit concerned about getting really far away.
You're now currently 70 feet away from the pie. You are here. Anything else, Solidus?
I get on the old talkie stones and I sort of call into whoever's
Who's got the other one?
Me.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I just say
What's the range? Is it? It's infinite, isn't it?
Infinite,
yeah.
yeah.
I just sort of say
Bruce, come in. I seem to have gone up some stairs, and they go on quite a way. Not sure what to do. Over.
Just hear like slashing.
Bruce, yeah, as you've got your shield up, I'd imagine this is happening. You just hit a stone talking.
Yeah, when they were attacking me, like Solidus, what the fuck? We've
Solidus, you're
went
just
through
here.
the curtain that you went through and disturbed, and are now fighting zombies that you discovered. Where the fuck have you gone? Get back down here. And as I'm trying to respond, that's what causes me to lose my distraction and get hit by the natural 20.
Yeah, totally.
Ah! It just finishes with that.
just say back.
Well, I've already committed to so much up the stairs.
You don't get a response.
It would seem wasteful to go back down.
Callan, you're next.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot this guy.
Okay. Oh shit, I forgot about him because he got a little net on him. That's alright.
Got a little net.
My bad.
24 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Roll for damage.
Uh, 34 damage.
How the f...
I maxed out pretty much everything on that one.
That's dead.
34 damage?
It's dead by negative 21.
Shit.
It's undead times a million. So as this one behind
send
you,
you to the
it's
abyss.
it's almost good that it missed its last go, because as it began to lurch towards you, Callan just launched this sinker into it, and it almost tore it apart with a 1-inch arrowhead. Yeah, it's dead, man.
So then I'll move the mark onto
Yep.
this guy, and I'll
Okay.
shoot him.
Roll for
Oh.
attack.
12.
12 hits, yep. Roll for damage.
Hit. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
11
these,
hits
these
them.
guys, like I said, have no armor. They're just flesh and bones.
21 on that one.
This one's barely alive, barely hanging on. It's some of its limbs as you're slashing with these arrows. They're not severing it like your swords would, but some of its limbs are now hanging limp and just broken, and it's just its jaw is just constantly still like grinding at you. Blight.
I'm just gonna try this door down here.
Don't worry about me.
Not
Hey,
the door
fine.
with the screaming, wasn't it? This one.
Yeah, this is the one that has the cry behind.
Oh, sorry, I'll
Sorry.
try that one.
It's good.
No,
Like,
it was
well,
the
fuck
one.
her. No, it wasn't.
No, it was the south that had the cry behind it.
One.
Let's get this nice and revealed for you. So,
A black man.
oh
The
God,
first-
shut the door.
We haven't seen any in Barovia.
So, you are in the south dungeon. The mold-covered ceiling hangs 3 feet above the still water. At this point, you are now in the water. It fills this dungeon corridor. The water is 5 feet deep, and the cells are 10 foot square. Their entrances are blocked by iron bars, lining both sides of the hall. from one cell, you hear a gruff voice asking, "Who's there?"
Same question.
In the short 6 seconds that are rounds in battle, you hear a reply of, "Show yourself, please."
Walk down.
You can use your movement to get there. I'm gonna say you can't really do any action. You've opened the door, spoken, and moved in this like brief encounter. As you get there, though, what you do see is a strong young man clutching the bars of the cell while struggling to keep his teeth from chattering. His clothes are shredded and he is soaked from head to toe.
Yeah. Young man.
Young
Yeah.
man.
I'd say you could maybe squeeze in a bonus action.
Um,
Dialogue.
Give him a kiss.
I was gonna say, who are you?
And he looks at you, seeing your wings. He backs to the corner of the room, says, My name is Emil. And then we move on to Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, sorry.
You, yeah.
Uh,
Genuinely
Fucking hell.
frozen computer ever.
Can I, if I went here? Well,
Yeah.
there we go. If I can just get, can I get a shot on
Yeah,
him?
to get line of sight, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a firebolt on him then.
Roll for attack.
20. Not natural.
Yeah, 20 hits, yeah.
A dirty 20.
Yeah, 20, yeah. 14 damage.
Nice. This one just bursts into flame in front of you, Bruce.
Ugh.
Just begins to claw at itself, and its skin as parts just flake off and flesh into
Oh my
the
God.
air before
That's
it
disgusting.
bobs in the water in front of you. There is only one left. If that's you, Esmeralda, I'll say
Yeah, I'm done.
Bruce. You'll get the finishing blow on this one. It
Yeah.
doesn't have that much left.
Okay.
So you take a coup de grace and finish this one, taking you out of combat.
I do a pirouette and wipe off its head in one clean sweep.
Nice. You
Can we get the fuck out of here now?
I turn to the others and say, Solidus has gone walkabout. Try and get him back down here. And Irina will go through the curtain
Do
and
we want to be down here?
start heading up the stairs to try and
Of course you do. You gotta
usher Solidus back
Okay.
down.
see what the
Bruce
spells do.
would go off towards where his brother went.
stop right there.
Thank
As you move
very
down the
much.
corridor, and
Blight!
you're wading through this
Blight!
water, and just junk and crap and debris underneath. None of the floor is solid. You enter the corridor through the small arch, and instantly, you feel the floor beneath you drop.
Oh,
Jeez.
All of a sudden, there's a rushing of water as the water above pours down. You fall only 5-10 feet, but then there's a flash of light. And
Oh
as
no!
you look up, you suddenly see yourself in a cell.
No! God damn it!
There is a skeletal remains of a dwarf fighter lying at the bottom of the cell, just barely visible above the 5 feet of water, 10 feet of water. 5 feet of water. Yeah, that's it. But you're now behind the
Fuck it
glass.
out.
Well,
Great. I pull out the stone. Solidus, I'm now in a cell.
How did you do that?
Do I hear him? I hear him
Yeah,
say,
you hear a splash as something happens to the north.
Excuse me, Emil. And I just walk off.
Have you been arrested?
You
For your
see
crimes?
Bruce inside the cell, just almost sat in the water.
Oh, hey, brother.
Brother?
Hey.
What did you do?
I tried to find you. I was just coming after you, and well, the floor disappeared again, and here I am.
Okay. Is there anything I can see on the bars, or is there a lock or anything I can try
They're
pick?
just like solid bars. You can try and pry the door open.
I
It's
lost my crowbar.
it's just like
Threw it.
I don't think they're locked. I think they're just like built. If you know what I mean, it's almost like a.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Is
obviously
there-
try to push the bars, break the, like, is it open?
Give me a strength check.
I've got a crowbar, strength check.
Strength with advantage because you're using your crowbar for prying.
Oh, cheers, mate. Good. Not much better.
Strapping you in my flight, you can get them open.
Strength. Just a strength check.
I say, Bruce, can your
15.
hot sword not
Uh,
heat up the bars and make
You
them
managed
malleable?
to, with
No, it's radiant. It's just
a
sunlight.
fair bit of ease,
Oh,
pull open the bars to a point where you hear click underwater. They've been sat in the water for what seems so long. They're rusty and not as strong as they would normally be.
Yeah.
You pull one out the way and manage to squeeze free.
Ah, I did not like being in there. God, it must suck if someone was like a prisoner down here and trapped. Man, I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Come meet a meal.
Hey, come back! You hear a voice calling from the
Who's
side.
there? Hello?
Look, this is my pal Emil.
Is that Will Smith?
Please,
it doesn't like
It doesn't like
Get
Will
me
Smith. Will?
Will.
please, let me out.
Who are you? Why are you in here?
I've told you my name. I'm Emil.
Are you here though?
He kept me as a prisoner.
Why?
He tortures me.
What's so special about you? What does he want with you?
No. Am I just another plaything to him? Please set me free. I miss my family.
Where are you from?
Bruce will do a divine sense.
I
Okay.
feel
Get a
like he's not telling you
Get
something.
a sense of this guy.
Torture him and find out.
You detect an evil coming from him.
Oh, really?
Please, let me free.
I sort of side-eye Blight and give like a slight shake of the head. Say,
As he catches you shaking your head, he says, "Hey, what is wrong with you? Let me
Emil,
out."
what did you do to land yourself in here? Tell us the truth.
I did nothing. Let me out.
That's not
And
the
he begins his arms begin to grip on the bars.
zone of truth on him.
Come on, Bruce, let's go.
I'll be honest with you, Will. I have I am a disciple of the Morning Lord. I can see things through him. I have a very good sense of good and evil in this world. I'm not picking up good
As-
things from you.
As you say that, he begins to laugh. I will set myself free then.
Oh, that's not good.
And he steps back from the cell,
Who the fuck is this guy?
and he begins to hunch over, bend down. He begins to
Can't you have
cry
run?
and
Run.
scream.
I can't
You
get
can
out.
run if you wish, as
Yes.
Time to
You
go.
have to get out of
Start
there.
backing up.
as the clothes on his back begin to tear and rip. You see fur and
Wolf.
bone beginning to.
There's a
rip
werewolf.
through his
There's a
torso
fucking werewolf. Run! Run!
as
That's
he
that
changes
one.
into a werewolf.
Oh my
And
god.
he's gonna make a quick strength guess. Ooh. He's
What's he sat there for if he
busted
could
through.
just get out himself?
Why was he there in the first fucking
Try
place?
this on the door.
He has busted through and is now at the base of the corridor.
That's
preparing
gonna
to
be
make
more
case.
cells.
I need
Go
you
up
to
the
roll
stairs.
for initiative.
Oh my god, Paul!
Go up the stairs. Go up
Dangerous
the door.
place, man.
Stop it!
If everyone wants to roll, you might as well.
16.
Now half the
Blight.
people are upstairs.
I pull out the stones
We
again.
Split the party.
Right, Solidus. Now there's a fucking werewolf down here and he's chasing us.
16 for Blight.
A
Solid.
werewolf?
You're very muffled. Just just pull the stone a little bit away from your mouth.
16. Oh, Blight, what's your dex? It'll be higher than +1, won't it?
Yeah, plus, yeah.
Bruce?
Will he help us defeat Strahd?
18.
Find out next week. Solidus, Callan, Esmeralda, Irina.
Natural
18.
1 for a 5.
5 for Esmeralda. You're rolling shit. 18
Yeah.
Solidus, was it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
13 for Callum.
13 for Callan. And Irina? Irina?
Arena.
Oh, sorry. 16, 17. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking about her.
It's alright. Okay.
I was trying to think what I was going to do.
So, Solidus, you'll be pleased to know you're at the top of the round.
Fucking hell.
Progressing upstairs.
Yeah, I'll continue up the stairs.
Well, that, I got as
What you have said, though, is
well,
I've
Irina would
realised
have got to him at that
falling
point
up
and
the
be like,
stairs.
Irina, Sardis, come on, we need to stick together. We've plenty of time to explore. The others need our help.
I say, look, they're probably long dead by now.
I literally just heard you speaking to Bruce on the phone.
No, that was something else.
That's a stone, not a phone.
What the hell's a phone? And I just continue up the flight of stairs. Like we must find Strahd's resting place.
Solidus has got the initiative, so he can move another 40 feet up.
I'll say, I think the
does
teleport.
with
I think the
dash.
teleport takes us to his resting place.
Well, that might be true, but I also want to see what's up here.
Yours is 80 with dash, isn't it, Solidus?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll dash.
Yeah.
There's like Rocky. Look, I'll come up here. I'll probably find nothing, and I'll run back down. It'll be fine.
So with a dash, you're still finding more stairs.
Definitely won't fall into a hole and end up in the cell.
With a
Hey,
werewolf.
My exploring found
you're
this.
next. Then it's Irina, then Blight, then Emil, then Callan, then Esmeralda.
Who's next? Sorry, Bruce.
You are Bruce.
Um,
You've just had this raging wolf.
I think you should
break
try
through itself.
reasoning with him.
Bruce would.
As you get there, Bruce,
Oh no.
Bruce, you're walking.
Oh, hang on.
You...
Hang on a minute. Where are you putting me?
Come up here. Stairs.
Oh, you're like this.
Hang on. I wasn't. Hang on a minute.
Hang on.
Just
Hang on.
walked. Hang on a minute.
Wait.
So, as you step, you feel another pressure plate drop from below you, and the ground breaks way.
Hang on. Where did this happen? I'm confused.
Just here.
Where?
Hang on,
Where?
I'll
I
bring-
can't see anything.
Just here.
Oh, here.
Yeah. As you exit the door and turn left, you stood on it.
I was here. Oh.
Yeah. It's this area.
Okay.
Quite large. Anyway,
Damn it.
the trapdoor opened, you fell in, and disappeared. And appeared in...
It's Jeff.
yeah. The cell, again, submerged in water, but this time you can't see the others like you could before. Although next to you is Jeff, banging on the north wall.
You found him.
As I was that kind of screws up what I was about to do. Because as I was leaving, I was going to turn to him and try to talk to him. But, like
What,
just
through
before,
the door.
just like before, like because I wasn't going to run away as such. Well,
Definitely running
I'll-
away, by the way.
we'll say that I still fall through if you like. But as I was
Okay, so it's
turning and
reversed.
see him, I was just going to say, look, you must be in here for a reason. We're here to kill Strahd. So if your intentions are the same, then please don't hurt us. Ah! And I fall through.
And disappear outside.
Yeah.
Blake, because you're hovering, I would presume you always fly because you don't like the water and the zombies.
Correct.
You see your brother just disappear behind you. You hear just a look as the water drops in.
Do I still get a go? Because it's
yeah.
still my go. Okay, so then
Yeah,
I
you
would
get that.
see
Just
Jeff.
do that.
Oh, hi Jeff.
Very nice.
Kabloozy and Jeff. You know the word.
Yeah, we all know the word.
Alakazam, Jeff.
That believes me.
Oh, get me out of this cell, and me and him will attempt to pry open the bars to get me out.
Okay, I'm going to say that Jeff's go is going to be your go because you're in command of him.
Okay.
That'll be easier. So Jeff is going to make a strength.
Shall I make one too?
He manages to break free. You should tell him to do it.
Cool.
He
Cheers,
uses
Jeff.
his action to
I had you
smash
back.
through the bars. And he reveals another submerged chamber.
Yeah, I thought that's where you were.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, bloody Nora. I will use the rest of my movement and Jeff's movement, I suppose, to just head to the door.
Okay, there is as you walk past.
I'll like look at each of the cells as I go.
We'll say you get to about here and here, and which is
On
convenient.
another
because,
trapdoor.
If I fall in a
You
full
see-
fucking cell.
Make a perception check or something.
What's that mean?
Good summon.
16.
Okay, you see a glow coming from the water underneath the water in this cell.
That's interesting.
My solidus
Um,
senses are tingling.
That is you and Jeff done.
Yep.
What's Irina's speed?
Irina now. Okay. Fucking hell.
In case
She
we
did, she wouldn't even know that there's an issue.
No, because Sola doesn't tell her, and he's just bolted up the stairs.
And
double
it's,
time.
and we killed the things, and then she just went after Solidus, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Brilliant. She's gonna go with Solidus. Fuck's sake.
What's her speed? 30.
Uh-huh. She'd dash. She'd go after Solidus. Be like,
Yeah.
Won't wanna
Solidus is
leave
10
him.
feet ahead. She sees him just rapidly turn in the corner as she tries to chase him up.
if Solidus
that
gets her
could go.
killed, Bruce ain't gonna be
right.
happy.
You've seen your brother disappear
Oh, I see.
in the water.
To me, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Fucking hell. So,
Your
gonna
perception
assume-
would be that you'd only assume he's in the south cell.
exactly. So, I'm gonna go back in there, thinking you're in there.
Okay.
Don't want to, but that's what I'd do, I think.
So as you fly down and land on the steps and enter,
Oh god.
you open the door and make a perception check just to see whether you can like quick glance the cells. You see a raging werewolf at the end.
Yeah, I'm
Obvious.
trying to ignore that. 21 perception check.
You quickly glance around and see that there's no ripples or anything in the sense except this werewolf at the end. You doubt Bruce is in here.
Cool. Well, I doubt he's in here, so I'm gonna leave if I can.
Did the werewolf sort of have any response to what I said to him, to Blight or anything?
He just sort of roared.
Shit.
He did a big werewolf growl.
I'm gonna leave, and how far can I go then now?
So in
I'm
theory,
gonna go to the
you've used your
top.
movement, and then you can move back with your fly, and then you could use a dash.
I'm gonna do that.
You could get back
Like
to the guys.
I was gonna try the north cell block. 'Cause that's what I would
Okay,
look
so
for
as you get
next.
to that one, you find this door is locked.
Oh.
Well, stiff. You can make a strength check to try and push it open.
Yeah, I'm not very strong though. Try that.
Give it a try.
Oh, no. 4.
Okay, so in your haste,
Do you even lift, bro?
exit from the werewolf and find your brother, you just fly shoulder first into this door, which just like goes a sickening thud, like a crunch as some of your bones just seem to almost like crunch up a little bit. It doesn't budge, but Bruce, you do see this like puff of dust come from the top of the door into the room. You hear somewhat thud on the other side.
When a pigeon flies into your window, it's just a bird outline on the door.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Oh, cool.
Like
Yeah, that's me done then, I guess. Now I've embarrassed myself.
Emil. You hear this shuddering thud as this just growling just pounces through the water. This splash as the spray comes up. He would just charge straight, land onto there,
Fucking hell.
and teleport into there. You hear a yelp of confusion as
Oh, yeah.
you see him disappear behind you. And you see this water just make almost like a plug hole, like sinks into it. From there, yeah, that's him for now. He's super
Amazing.
confused and yelping, although that cell is now open. Callan, you can hear splashing and commotion coming from down the corridor.
Yeah.
And growls and yelps.
What are you
Nothing
kinda-
new then? Yeah, nothing new there. That's why they call me Whiskers. I'm gonna go check it out.
It's like a cat.
Jump down there, can I?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
jumping into water, so it's not too bad.
What was that? What was it? That's 35. I can dash again. I just dash another
Yep.
bit to here.
Okay, so as you get to this one, you feel the ground drop below you, and
God's
the
sake.
water come around, and you disappear to in here. All of a sudden, Bruce, Callan appears next to you in the cell with the weird glowing thing.
Everyone
Hello.
was just falling down holes.
Could have worn me those holes.
Wait, what happened to Callan?
He disappeared
on a
down a
manhole.
hole and appeared in the cell next to you with the weird glowing thing under the floor.
Ah, brilliant. Oh, hi.
Hello.
And he's now behind the cell doors. Callan, you still have an action. Oh no, use your action to dash.
No, I used
Bonus. Shoot an arrow at Bruce.
No, I think I'll wait.
Okay, Esmeralda.
I suppose I'm getting dirty.
Yeah, you saw Callan rush down the alleyway and had a splash. You wouldn't have seen where he went since he chose the other path.
Yeah, no one's fucking telling me shit, so I'm following.
Okay.
So where does 30 feet get me to?
So you jump down 10, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, to there.
Okay, so I get the guys. Can I shout? Or is that like an action?
You can shout, but just down this corridor you see nothing. Just the black rippling water. There's just waves going left, right, and centre from all this action that's happened in the last few seconds. But it's hard to tell what's happening.
I would also use my dash then.
Okay. You dashing down this side, I guess.
Yeah.
Then you appear next to Callan.
Oh, hi.
What the fuck?
Fuck's sake.
This water is disgusting. Ooh, what's that shiny thing?
Do you see a shiny thing?
Oh, yeah, do I?
I'm going to say with you all splashing into it, yeah, you notice there's a shiny thing under the water. But you've used your action to dash, so...
He has bonus action dash.
Oh yeah, you could use your bonus action
Yeah.
to dash, and then use your action to pick up the shiny thing.
Yes,
Callan
pick up
could have done that
shiny
as
thing.
well, actually. But
That's very true, because he's a rogue. So,
What's a road?
rogue. So many
Picture it like
rogues.
Bruce and Jeff smashing down the corridor after busting through the bars to hear Blight smashing on the other side of the door
This fucking place.
as Callan and Esmeralda appear in a cell next to him on the other side of the bars. Esmeralda reaches down and picks up a glowing blade from underneath the water.
I am the only one who is allowed glowing blades.
The
Oh, I'm getting a
glowing
clue.
blade is sentient and lawful good.
Oh, fuck off.
It's a +1 short sword. it has hearing and normal vision. It can communicate by transmitting emotion. So as you pick it up, you feel this joy as you hold it in your hand, and a hunger to fight evil. It feels connected with your spirit, being a
Oh,
monster snack.
da. Oh, how
The
original.
Everyone has magical swords.
The sword continually sheds light at a 15-foot radius,
Ooh.
and as you pick it up, it glows for a second and then goes out, and you feel you need to spend a minute connecting with it.
Attunement.
Okay.
And I'll add that into your inventory for next time. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Solidus. And the end of the stairs.
I'm gonna reach the end of the stairs, guys.
Which map are you on, Solidus? So,
I don't even know.
yeah.
My God.
If it's like Strahd's fucking bedroom, and he's just like there, like in his dressing gown, like
His pants.
wasn't expecting you right now.
Wait, you're supposed to be in a cell.
Just double check this. Yeah. So, you come to the top of the stairs, and they turn into a small, tight, winding staircase. At the top is a door.
Open it.
You push it open.
Million gold, million gold, million gold.
Million scarab beetles.
Oh shit, it's a million scarab beetles.
Bear with me. You've
Oh.
gone well off the page that I'm on.
Yeah, but you finished writing this page.
So, a blazing hearth fills this room with the rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, their leather covers well oiled and preserved with careful use. All is in order
Vibrant.
here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug. In the centre of the room is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirror finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fire is polished. Large, overstuffed divans and couches are arranged around the room. 2 chairs of burgundy-coloured wood with padded leather seats and black cushions face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantel in a heavy gilded frame. The rolling firelight illuminates a carefully rendered portrait, its exact likeness of Irina Koliana.
Oh god. Don't let her see this.
What?
Of course, on this, you've only used. Actually, yeah, you'll have used dash. You have
Yeah.
another 10 feet. Sorry, 15 feet.
Shit. Well, this room gives me the willies. So I think I'll. I'm gonna go back down the steps.
You're 15 feet. Yeah.
15 feet, yeah.
Okay. Is that you, Solidus?
Yeah.
Back to the other map. You guys are still there.
Keep updating.
Bruce,
Oh, Bruce. Okay.
and then Irina.
Oh, hey guys. There's a werewolf chasing us now, which is nice. Oh, and in case you haven't noticed, the corridor here seems to be trapped. You know, that corridor which has the floor sort of like that's like putting us in these cells.
Mhm.
How deep was that water?
It's 5 feet deep. Yeah, 5 feet deep. Thanks.
So,
Swim there.
so we could swim it and not fall through?
Yeah, I'd say it's between 5 and 10. You could swim and not
Okay.
touch the floor.
Okay. Okay, so I would say, Jeff, get that door open. And
So Jeff charges forward. And
no, wait. I'd say, Jeff,
Yeah.
get these guys out of the cell.
Okay.
And I would try to open the door.
Yeah, Jeff manages to pry the bars open. This huge hunking form of metal that you thought you'd lost forever just and literally rips these bars apart. You going for strength on the door?
Is there a lock on it? Does it look like?
It's just solid stone.
Oh,
It's like
okay. So yeah, I would,
almost
yeah,
like-
use strength to try and get it open.
Give me a bash.
Oh, I'll bash one off. That's a natural one.
Yeah, you
For
fought
5.
against it. The weight of your brother almost happened at the same time. He's leant up against it and you push and it's just like meets in the middle.
Ah, my fucking shoulder. I think I dislocated it. Jeff, you're gonna have to try this.
He's used his strength to do that.
Yeah, oh, I'm assuming you can't do it this go.
Yeah, that'd be his action.
I would then turn around to the noise of that werewolf, and I would assume he did the same thing as what I did. And I would again reiterate: we have no quarrel with you, my friend. We're just here. We're just here to punish Strahd. And like I said, I'm assuming you're on the same path as us, seeing as you're locked up down here. Nothing good will come of this. You are massively outnumbered. And I just hold sort of ready for him.
Okay. Irina is next. So,
Irina's
charging.
she's fucking running. See
He's
runs
solid
past Solidus.
downstairs.
Solidus. Fucking hell. What's up there?
Just some like real creepy. You probably don't want to see it. Just a real creepy like room probably dedicated to you. I feel like
What?
it's like I feel like it's Strahd's like little wank tank. You know what
Wank
I mean?
tank?
Yeah, I think he sits in front of the fire and just.
Do
looks
we
at
think
it.
that Strahd masturbates?
Yeah, I mean, even if he's shooting
There's
dust.
a page for this.
I imagine something's
Is it
coming
in
out
the
of
player's handbook?
It's in the player's handbook.
Look, what's happening with the guys? What did they say in the stone?
Oh, I've been ignoring the stone for a while. Hang on, let me.
Give me the stone.
Okay, so I give Irina the stone.
And I guess as an action, she would speak into the stone. Like,
Yeah, I'll say you can get a communication
We-
two-way here.
I found Sardis. We ran off up some spiral staircase. Nothing interesting up here. Are you guys okay? Should we come back down? And I guess Bruce would be like, werewolf!
Okay. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I guess that's her. She would then obviously be like, right, come on, let's go back down.
You have 200 feet to descend.
Brilliant.
That's 4 rounds, is it? Blight.
I'm hearing
Yes,
stuff on the.
You felt a push against the door on the other side, a very weak one, but you do feel the door's weak enough.
Hey.
Was the
If you
weak
were to try again.
Can I try and pick the lock?
There's
It's
no
not
lock.
really a lock, it's just solid stone.
You just need
Okay,
to
well then I'll
bash it off.
Crystals.
give it another smash then.
Bash it out, brother. Bash it.
Another strength one.
Yes, please.
Oh,
12.
12.
12, yeah.
Oh, nice.
For me.
Yeah. So, flying back and taking another good push at it, you managed to knock it just solid backwards. And there's Jeff and Bruce, like, almost just do a little side step towards it. It just goes and splashes out the water into the room. And you see Bruce, Jeff, Callum, and Esmeralda now all behind this door.
Oh, hey, brother.
I just look at everyone a bit confused and I just go, F. Where's the werewolf?
I think he's in a cell back there. I have tried reasoning with him many times.
Should we just
he might.
go?
We're waiting for his turn. He might be on our side now. I don't know.
I think we need to just get
But
back,
yeah.
but avoid those traps.
We can swim. We'll swim. We'll swim.
Yeah.
Go, brother. Go.
Yeah, cool. I'm
You,
gonna start heading out.
Yeah, you can move. You've got your rest of your movement, haven't you?
Yeah. Caca!
Sweet. So you fly back into the room, and the people in the cell wait. You wait and see what this creature's gonna do. You can hear it panting at the end, but you wait 10-15 seconds, and no movement. Callan.
Callan. What do you do?
What can I do?
Go talk to it.
Run away.
You've
Run up-
simply burst open the door and then just fly away.
Run up these stairs.
And you've heard
Stop going up. Run upstairs.
about the swimming.
What's up the stairs? Do we know?
Oh, I don't know, Solidus.
No, you don't know.
But it's titillating, isn't it, to find out?
Tits. That's all I heard.
Not really.
You want to know, don't you?
So I can get out. I just can follow.
Yeah. Everything's
flight.
open now. Yeah. What's your movement speed?
Watch out, because they're
35 feet.
Make sure you swim though.
there's a trap here, wasn't there?
Yeah. So you swim now, keeping your feet above the ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
You dashing.
Yeah, I use dash to go.
Yeah. Anywhere in here, then, dude.
Yeah.
Esmeralda.
Well, I'm not happy about leaving the werewolf alive, but if everyone's bailing, then I'm not going to pick a fight while there's a bigger guy to kill.
Hmm.
So I reluctantly follow suit.
Swim away. You want 30 dashing.
30 and dash, yeah.
Use your bonus, to be fair. You could probably get up to the top.
Haha.
And at that, Bruce, as you leave the room with Jeff,
Jeff.
you are no longer in combat.
See? All worked out.
So, I'm going to say after about a few more minutes, Irina and Solidus re-enter the room.
Hi, guys.
Oh, nice of you to join us.
Yeah, I found a weird room upstairs. Might be worth investigating.
Define weird.
Oh, you know, it actually looked quite nice for once.
That is weird in this place.
Furniture, paintings, a nice fire.
Paintings or anything good. Blight's an artist. Anything he'd appreciate.
Yeah, if you like, you know, pictures of ugly women.
Love those.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to come up and root around it with me.
I would, since we're back where we fucking started after all of that, back where the teleportation thing is, I would suggest to
Hey,
everyone,
Esmeralda's got a sweet sword.
after thinking about it, I feel like we should teleport to the Master's Tomb.
Okay, you don't want to see what's upstairs? There could be some clues or some.
I put it to the group.
I've got a clue.
Obviously,
I'm
Bruce
getting a
and
clue
the
for my
sword.
sword.
Bruce and the sword are like,
Yeah, my sword is.
hey,
also
what? You've got a
throwing.
glowing sword too. That's hey, I'm the sword guy.
I need to find out what your sword is called. So, I'm going to say afterwards you've had time to attune to it.
That's my thing.
Called Roger.
It's a +1 short sword.
Ooh.
Gee.
+1.
But it gives out 15 feet of light.
Oh, mine does 30, so you know.
And
It's not all
When
about
it-
size, it's what you do with it.
when
Wait.
attuned to the weapon, the sword's wielder can use the sword to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Ooh.
Once used, it can't be used again till the next dawn.
I have Crusader's Mantle, but I can't remember what it does.
We'll have to add that to your inventory after this, but
Did you say the name of it?
it doesn't. It's just a +1 sword, short sword,
Oh,
but then it's got additional benefits, so we can add them in on D&D.
That's a 3rd level spell, Crusader's Mantle.
wow.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, well, I would put it to the group. Like, I feel like the further we explore this castle, we're just going to keep running into traps and problems.
There's no traps. It's a nice room.
We should go to the Master's Tomb and do what we set out to do.
I agree, to be honest.
Helen, what say you? Would you like to explore this masturbation chamber, or?
I think as exciting and thrilling as that sounds, I think we should go to the. We should follow Bruce. I agree with Bruce.
Yes, I agree.
Well, fine. You're a bunch of.
I would agree with you, Solidus, but you did leave us in the shit.
Hey,
Again.
I didn't know what was going on.
Not only
You
did
knew
you leave
exactly
the
what was
shit,
going on.
not only did you abandon us, you achieved absolutely nothing
Hi.
Found a room. Good one.
that you didn't dare go into.
I mean, Kurt, me personally, I'd like to see Irina's reaction to that painting in the room, but I do actually think that the thing to do is to go to the tomb. So I don't
Well, can't do it. Can't have it both ways.
know.
We can explore it once Strahd's dead.
Fine. That's a
We-
fine.
This
idea.
castle's ours.
Yeah, we should do
And
it.
Bruce will turn to the fire and go to pick up the stone and see that it's not there and be like, "Oh, the stones."
Oh, I say Strahd must have taken them. And I say only joking, and then I pull out the one to the Master's Tomb.
I was just about to insight check it.
I knew you was.
Ah, Solidus. Sometimes I do wonder whose side you're on, you know.
Isn't it fun? What larks we have. And then I toss the Master's Tomb one in the fire. That's what you do, isn't it? You pop one in the
I
fire.
think so. I think that's what we
So
did
as you
before.
throw it in, the flame turns from white to yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns to yellow and begins to whip around. The sand and the timer begins to fall above your heads.
You have to go through.
Bruce takes a deep breath and looks around like, "All right, let's do
That's
it."
it. It's
Here goes
those-
nothing.
Do you think
Is
I'll
everyone going in?
Do you think I'll
Yeah.
implode if I go through holding all the stones? I might form some sort of black hole.
Oh God! Just blow up Barovia.
Putting the stones down before you go in.
I pop the stones behind this horse statue. I hide them real well.
But
I shove it in the horse
At the
statue.
butt. At the butt.
assuming this whole statue has a butthole.
I'm gonna presume this is anatomically correct. A horse statue with a big sphincter.
Okay. So
and
as
then
you do, you take time to hide the stones, and the sand is continuously falling.
Shoot.
I presume someone commands Jeff in.
Yeah.
Are you
Come on,
looking-
Jeff.
I run and jump in.
You
Well-
push into the fire, and
I really hope that was the right decision. I feel like it must be. Didn't we
I
say?
think-
Didn't the Tarot card say that we had to fight him in his chambers, right? In his
Where he sleeps or something.
yeah,
right?
that's right, where he
Yeah.
sleeps. So this has got to be it. I mean, we could go up these stairs to where he wanted to meet us, but there was a fucking thing up there.
Say at the very least, we're gonna fart on his pillow so he gets pink eye.
He set traps for us. He wasn't-
What's
Yeah,
it?
that's true.
Obsession with pink.
I think he had no intention of making a meeting with us.
Yeah, you could be right
He's
there.
trying to give us pink eye.
He's
which
just
I
trying to
don't
put us
appreciate.
in the
Yeah.
cells.
It's just an eye for an eye. Pink eye for an eye.
Yeah, he sent us this way, and we would have just ended up in a cell. So yeah, fuck that guy. He's just trying to tricksy us. Trixie us.
So,
Where are we? Where are we
Yeah.
about? Where
you
are
enter a room,
End
my
up back in the room.
and as it comes into view,
Oh shit.
Oh, we're back down where we started.
Yep. We could have just.
we could
come
just
here
walk
anyway.
down here.
black marble steps that descend into a dark tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. The essence of evil permeates the air. The smell of freshly turned earth is here. Settled in the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of fine waxed wood. The coffin fittings are of brilliant brass and the lid is closed. South of the coffin are 3 gloomy alcoves. An iron lever protrudes from the north wall at the east of the tomb's entrance. In the alcoves, you see coming forward 3 figures that immediately lock onto you. 2 of Strahd's brides, and 1 hunking piece of armor, animated to life.
Oh, Jeff's
Yeah.
nemesis.
Yeah. Can you get a Jeff on Jeff fight?
Bam Jeff.
And that is where we're going to leave it.
Oh my god.
I say, well done, Bruce. The room I suggested
Also,
was lovely.
the portcullis is closed, so you have got a lever to open it like the other one, but it is shut in here.
Let's kill these bitches, aren't we?
Very good. That was a good one.
So the
You did
next,
well, guys.
yeah. Oh god. Oh, I'm looking
The,
forward to a Jeff on Jeff fight.
Jeff versus Jeff.
Who will survive?
It's like Tekken when you like choose the same character, it just like slightly changes color of the clothes.
Yeah,
gonna tell you,
it's Street Fighter.
This corridor is. I didn't know how it was going to play out, but that was one of the funnest things ever.
Dropping people through fucking
Just-
holes.
Randomly teleporting into the cells, and then the werewolf teleporting, and then everyone was
just fall into the fucking cell. Oh hi.
See how scared I was when we started transforming into a werewolf. It ended quite comically,
Yeah, totally.
anticlimactically.
Awesome, guys.
It was
Well,
great.
next time. I think
Oh my
we can
god.
do the in-person one, can't we? So
Yeah, that was
Strahd
that
face
was a
down
little
in
bit too easy to organize. Everyone was just like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
oh okay, it's on.
Something's gonna go wrong.
Where's the resistance?
I'm assuming this next, we do the next one in person. What is it, 27th? And like that,
Yeah.
it's the all being
Potentially,
well
yeah.
should be the final one. Oh my god.
Wow.
See if you can kill Strahd and then move on to Blinded. So yeah, awesome, guys.
Ace.
Sweet.
Can't wait.
Nice one, man.
Really can't wait.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Thanks for playing, and I'll see you next time.
Cheers, guys.
Cool.
Take it
Yeah,
easy,
thanks,
guys.
Paul.
Yeah, fellas.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you
See you
later.
soon.